I guess you never really cared, lady. I guess you never really. I guess you never really cared about me. Never really cared about me at all. You never got excited like I did. I guess you never really cared about me. Never really cared.
Space Cowboy!
You never
Hey,
got
Space.
excited like I did. I made you weak. I pulled you
Lendy's!
like a rough.
Hi, Quindies.
Up against the wall.
How are you,
Slowly you
beautiful?
could hear. Cause I paid your rent and I fucked you good. You disappeared. Oh, Christina, I want
Did he
you,
say
baby.
he fucked her and
I
then he
need you.
disappeared?
I want you to be rough for me. I like it when you're rough for me. I guess you never really. I guess you never really cared about me. Never really cared about me at all. You never got excited like I did. I guess you never really cared about me. Never really cared about me at all. You never got excited like I did.
Justin T up in the house!
Hello, good sir. How are you, Mr. Justin T?
Oh, Christina, I want you, baby. Oh, I'll meet you. I want you to get love for me. I like it when you're love for me. I guess you never really cared, baby. I guess you never really cared about me. Never really cared about me at all.
Space.
You
Be a
never
good
got
boy.
excited.
I know you're a little ornery, but I think you're good in your heart.
I guess
You
you
don't
never
need to be
really
ornery. We
cared
love you
about
regardless,
me.
okay? You don't have
Never
to worry about
really
shit like that.
cared about me at all. You never got excited like I did.
You know, I love you to bits, Space. But I hope you know, good sir, that you don't have to do anything here and people will make fuckery of it, okay? You know, you just be the best you can be. You don't worry about others. And the people that know you and the people who love you will see that shine through.
Hi.
Just know that you don't have to do anything special for anybody to be special, okay? People care about people because they like who they are, not what they do to others.
Justin
And
Retro TV, you might as well forget coming up here, dude. I told
uh-oh.
you like 14,000 times you're not getting on my panel.
Hi, Justin.
Justin T!
Hi, Space Cowboy. Body.
Well, Lord knows, Space Cowboy, most of these fucking rooms are nothing but a bunch of angry trolls.
Yeah.
But they can carry their justice of steel that means
Alredo!
nothing.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Alvarito!
Alvarito.
Let me ask
Hmm.
you guys something. And I don't mean to interrupt, but did I wish cancer on JC's ass? Well, I don't think I did that. Somebody's accusing me of saying that. I don't remember.
I don't think
I
you.
never heard I
No, I
never
I
heard you
didn't,
didn't.
say
heard you
that
say.
right?
before. Not that I'm
Oh,
aware of,
thank
but I don't
you.
watch
Yeah.
JC. I don't know if you
Tiffany
said it
keeps
on
saying that
her
she's crazy
panel.
that I wish cancer on her asshole.
Who?
No, she says that I said it on another panel, and the only other panel she listens to is this one. I'm convinced of that.
Well, you
I
never
remember
said
you
that
saying it.
here.
A fucking
Because I would have been
cockroach.
all
You
over your ass. Okay,
Thank
we
you.
just recently became friends,
Thank
all
you.
right? In
Thank
fact,
you.
the majority of the
No,
time,
just make me
you
feel.
were the majority of
No.
the time you were supporting Tiffany and trolling me over it. So I have no reason to white knight you. I don't remember you ever wishing
Mm-mm.
JC's anything cancer.
No.
No, you wished me
I don't
fucking some
fucking remember
things, but
saying that.
never cancer.
Huh?
In fact, that's not even something I've ever heard you say about anybody.
I gotta take a few.
1, 2,
Yeah, she
3.
said that. I said I don't remember saying that. Thank you.
They're just
No, you say
I
some
don't
pretty
remember
fucked
saying
up
that.
things like you've told me you wanted to cut off my other leg and all kinds of other stuff, but I don't remember any cancer speak of anybody regarding JC, her family, or anybody else. And I would totally
Well, I gotta
fucking
scratch my
out
head.
your ass. I would have totally said, yeah, Alvaro, you don't remember that, but you know, it was yesterday or whatever. I would admit it if I saw that. I don't think I've ever saw that.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I ever heard that.
No.
Oh,
I got a pretty good fucking
saying that, I
memory
don't
too,
remember saying
Alvaro.
that. Well, to be, but to be fair, I don't remember a lot of the shit I said, but I don't remember ever saying that. Or I don't even use the word
Yes, but
cancer.
I
I've been
archive
using
particular nasty things that people say, and that would be particularly nasty to me. And I would archive that you wish somebody death by cancer. Okay, in my head, I'd be all that motherfucker
yeah.
just wish somebody death from cancer.
Oh
Okay,
man, I'm worse than that,
unless
bro.
you
Like I'll
said
tell you,
it on her panel, I have not heard that here at all.
thank you. No, because she said that I said it here. I don't remember.
No,
Well, I don't remember anyways. But I don't use that word. I don't think I do.
I don't recall you ever saying that on my
I
panel
say
or Cap's panel.
I'll say shit like I wish a parasite ate somebody's asshole. Something like that, like a worm. But
Right.
yeah, but not cancer,
Yeah,
bro.
Well, let's ask Dixie. Dixie, do you remember uh Alvaro wishing JC's husband cancer? Because he already had
Not her
cancer when
husband, her.
Alvaro met him.
No, her.
Oh,
Who?
did you ever hear me or hear Alvaro wish JC cancer? I don't remember ever that happening.
Yeah.
Thank you.
guess how many
No,
people are watching Kate the Turtle right now?
Uh-oh.
150.
man, I was watching that earlier.
500.
Oh,
How
Oh, that's
many?
gotta be
wow.
that's gotta be botted.
500.
Damn.
That's gotta be
Get it.
botted.
Yeah. Yep. Any you.
Who monitors
That's
the
gotta be
stream?
botted. There's no way there's 500.
JC or Tiffany?
Well, both of them are stupid.
You know, whatever. I don't have any personal opinions about them anymore. I let them go a long time ago. I hope they social endeavors pan out better than what they think they are.
You know what? You know what got me
Right.
fucked up today,
There you
Shannon?
go. Space Cowboy says, I am no friend of Alvaro's by any means, but I never heard him say
Mm-mm.
such a thing about JC. I can't
Mm-mm.
recall ever hearing him
Oh
say
yeah,
that either.
and you know, oh yeah, and I was, oh yeah, hey Shannon, I was on JC's today, but this bitch, this fucking cock nose, keeps on saying this shit to me in front of JC, and I was like, well, where's the proof? Because when you have proof, you always make videos. I said, make the video. She's like, I don't need to make a video. You know, you said that. Well, tell me what I know. I
Oh,
said, I don't remember
God.
saying that. That bitch.
I don't recall you ever saying that ever. And I would out you if I thought to about, oh yeah, Alvaro, remember that night you were being a drunk prick and do. Of course I would.
Creepy gay guys.
I'm not gonna lie for you. Okay? I
No,
don't
no,
lie
I
for
don't want nobody
anybody.
to lie for me.
No, I'm telling you the truth. I would not lie for you or anybody
I,
else.
I
So
would not want nobody to lie for me. I want everybody to hold me accountable. That's about it. I can't expect
yeah.
nothing more, nothing less. Just hold me accountable, but also be understanding that I'm a well, I'm not a
Hi
retard,
Lady G baby.
but hold me accountable.
Hi Jimmy
But also
Toms.
understand how I am.
Hello, hello.
Alvaro likes join and flirt with the creepy gay guys. Yeah.
Go be a
Well, the
Most
man.
only
secure,
creepy,
most secure men that aren't worried about being gay don't mind flirting with the gay guys just to
no, I don't give a
fucking
fuck.
lean
But
into it
the
and rock
creepiest,
with it.
the creepiest gay guy I talked to ain't even a guy. It's a girl,
Damn.
Mom, and she's gay as a motherfucker.
Aw, don't be mean to
I'm
Mobby.
not being mean. What the fuck? I love the Mob. That's my best friend. What the
I know it
fuck? I ain't
is.
being
I
mean.
know you love her. We love her too. God bless our sweet little Ty Durden,
Hmm.
my little sweet
I was
daughter.
friendly with Psyche. I
Bye
was
bye.
fucking around with Psyche. That's
Well,
the
hello,
difference.
daughter.
I don't even
Ty's
know that
here.
motherfucker. I
Hi,
just go.
Ty, baby.
Don't ever forget Jimmy Toms. I'm a panel whore. Shit. I'm a
Damn.
panel whore. That's number one.
Paddle hard.
Damn, then why aren't you at Kate's right now? She's got like fucking 500 people in her room.
I said I'm a panel whore. I said I wasn't an attention whore.
Oh, okay. Well, usually those are one and the same.
Not to me. Not to me. If it's, I could go over there and just listen to drama that I don't give a fuck about, or I could come over here and talk to you guys, and I'd rather be here.
Aw.
Yeah, that's very sweet, Alvaro. I listened to Kate because I was interested in the Kate KK story and how they mended fences, but now
Oh no, yeah,
there's been a huge rift between them because of
yeah.
certain
I told, I told, I told,
individuals.
I told the mob about Kate. I was like, Kate's like my favorite thing to watch in the morning now. And I'm clear about this. I know everybody, like people. Maybe you think that I know these people. I don't. I know a few. I know the chatters, a few of them, but I don't know. Like, I don't know who the fuck the other people are. And I told the mob, and I was like, man, I watched this shit now, man. I'm like hooked on it, man. I stopped going to JC's for this shit now,
I told you their
and I
drama's
love
better
trolling
than
JC's.
fucking over there. Their drama's way
It is
better.
better. I
But
agree
but
100%.
let me make something very clear to you. These people are trying to make money over here and create content. The other stream where I come from with the older people, they don't really create content. They're just messy old attention whores that have to do something. Okay.
I'm sorry. Can you read what Space Cat? I mean, he's not wrong, but that shit's fun, or he or she, whatever. Shit's funny though. I don't fucking push that on
Alvaro
nobody.
too into Halusco chainsaw videos, but
This is
never heard say anything about wishing ill will about anyone.
yeah.
Well,
uh,
that I can't
I am into
attest
that
to.
shit. I am into that
Alvaro
type of
came
shit.
out for me in a while for a while, and like I was
But,
in Janny's one time, and he came in there and was telling me I was gonna cut my other leg off and all kinds of other shit. But I'm sure he was drunk.
oh,
That's all
why
right,
did I hate
Alvaro.
you?
Water under the bridge. At least you didn't fucking dox my kids, put up any of my fucking
Thank you.
pictures.
I don't box
Fucking,
anybody.
yeah. Well, that's a problem for me. Call me a pedo, things like that.
Ugh.
Well, I don't know if you know how I think. Like when it comes to trolling, I think that's the easy way to get in a reaction.
It is. And
It
it's
takes
it,
no
and it,
effort.
the thing
It takes
is
no
I
effort
don't care if
to
they're
make people
trying to
laugh.
get my attention, but don't
Yeah,
put innocent people in danger.
I think the easiest way to get attention when you're trying to troll, and I think that's a failed troll, by the way, because that's a last resort, is
Yeah.
doxing, insulting family, or fucking calling them a pedophile or just making up bullshit lies.
Yeah,
I like to troll
that's
with reality. Like I'm gonna call you out on your shit. You're gonna get mad at the shit that you said that you can't fucking deny. That'll get you mad. I ain't gotta
yeah.
lie. I ain't gotta lie about you. I
Then
just
they
gotta tell you what you
but then
said.
they just grab a group of people to push those lies around, and then people don't
No, I agree. They
fact
do that
check.
all the time.
Yeah, they don't fact check.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
the thing is that, especially, I don't know about you because I don't think you do like I do. Like I'll type shit. I'll say shit that I know I don't mean. The people that know me know I don't mean. But the person that don't know is gonna take that as evidence that I'm a piece of
Right,
shit.
Right.
right. Of course.
Space Cowboy
And
said
that's all the
Lady
evidence
G.
they need. Is
True story. Kevin Spacey apparently.
He approached me. Kevin Spacey approached me at Paradise Cove in Malibu with passion
Oh,
eyes and creepy hands, about to cop a deal from behind in 2008.
I believe
oh
you, Space
no.
Cowboy.
He doesn't
He
He
said,
do
I
was
heard,
known for
things.
that.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Doesn't do.
Kevin
Whatever happened to
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, man? He had like a fucking
Hello,
like.
Kim.
Didn't he get a accused of sexual assault or something?
No, he
The
got
actor
Yes.
Kevin
cleared.
Spacey.
He got cleared. He got cleared.
Well,
Oh, I know
no,
he got cleared, but it ruined
they
his reputation
settled
when
Yeah,
his
out of
they
career.
court.
settled. Yeah,
They
they
settled out of
settled out of
court.
court. Sorry.
That
does
was a good
anybody
So
fucking
know
wait,
a Kim
actor.
McKenna?
That was a good fucking.
I do not know a Ken McKenna, but hello. How are you
Um,
today?
Space Cowboy said, I heard someone creeping up behind me in the sand, turn around, and it's Spacey. My girlfriend at the time was cracking up.
Uh-huh.
Damn. I'd be like,
Hey, Spalding.
Hi, Kim.
Do you know about Stevenson? The planet. I don't even know what's a planet. Super giant something. The Stevenson.
what?
It's like a
Huh.
big star in the solar, not our solar, in the Milky Way galaxy.
Oh,
No, but they
You
have
never heard of it?
found another planet like
oh God.
recently that they believe has life on it, and it's
Okay.
in our solar
Man,
system. It's like off of Saturn or something like that. I can't remember now.
man, don't you think it's bullshit? They don't consider Pluto a planet no more.
Ah,
I mean,
no,
when I
that
think of Pluto,
I
I think of
yeah.
that fucking dog.
Right?
Yeah, from Disney. I love me some Pluto.
Yeah.
Me too.
I
Alvaro,
don't.
when
Space
me and my,
Cowboy is a nice 6'3" tall drink of water.
uh, when
Well,
me and when me and my ex Kathy went to Disney, that was probably one of the first times I got excited. I saw Pluto and we were holding hands, and I drug her the whole way across the fucking park. It looked like I was dragging her behind me.
you're
Ah,
like,
man.
down.
It's funny, but not to change the subject, but not. I am changing the subject, but talking about real Pluto. You know why they don't consider it a planet?
Oh God.
Why?
Because if it got closer to the sun, it would form like the ice. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. The ice would melt and it would have an ice tail or a tail or something like that.
It's a meteor.
And it would just be like a comet.
It doesn't have the
Uh,
same properties as planets. It's a
Yeah.
meteor
okay.
that's caught in our astro belt.
Yeah, so it's not considered a planet anymore.
No, it is not.
But
But
but you know what I'm
again,
saying?
here
Like,
we go. Here we go, Alvaro, with the new scientific discoveries that change theories about what our universe is. So I don't know why everybody's so close-minded when they hear like new things happening. I mean, the fact is we couldn't
that's how
see
science
all the way
works.
to fucking Pluto as clearly as we can now. Now we know it's an asteroid or a meteorite. It's not a planet at all. It doesn't have the properties of a planet. That's why
Hmm.
they took it out of the planets.
It's smaller than the
Yeah,
moon.
it is indeed. And they still question if the moon's a planet or not, sir, or not a space installation center or whatever the fuck.
That's
Supposedly
crazy. Some people think that's like a.
the media has fooled us all into believing that the moon is a real thing.
I see the moon every day. I look up at the sky at night.
Yes, they're saying it's a installation though that was made for, whatever, interdimensional travel, whatever. And
Let me
supposedly
ask
does
you.
something to the earth, and it's attached to the earth in some kind of
You know,
gravitational pull that is false.
I'm glad I was born when I was born, but I wish I could see 400 or 500 years into the future. I can't, but I wish I could.
No.
It'd be a beautiful thing to me. But it's a trip I
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
want to
would
make
like to
anyway.
see in the future? But
No,
if
just
there is no time, and time is concocted basically to do mathematics, to measure things in order to fucking understand where, place wise everything is the universe, but there is no time. That's a created concept by
yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Then where is there a future? Maybe everything is fucking changing as we go by every second. What if the present inspires the future? And what if a different, present day thing inspires a different future? Wouldn't we have multiverses? Wouldn't we have different avenues of
Do,
understanding?
do you believe in that? The multiverse? I don't.
I do, because recently Google had came out with a chip called the Willow, and it is able to calculate things so fast that it has combined fucking ones and zeros. It's no longer a digit system of one and zero. You can have a complete fucking setup of ones and zeros in one basic qubit. Okay, so if we can calculate that fast, right? If we can do things, and if the world is not a singular linear thing, and if it's a multi-dimensional, multifaceted thing, then yes, it would stand to reason that we're all living at once, all at one time. And even though our perspective and understanding of time and space is a bit different, with everything that we learn about space, the future, the space travel, it would stand to reason that they no longer become theories, but they become knowns. We haven't been able to do anything that was like that with space, because we still have all these X's and Y's that we're solving for, because we can't do interdimensional travel right now. So if there's a way to have a
Right now.
plasmoid that opens up a wall into another dimension, it would cost no time at all. You would just walk through it.
Hey, Freeside.
And what if it's even simpler than that?
I agree.
Hi.
What if what we understand as our environment in a three-dimensional universe is a construct of our own minds? And all we had to do in order to go to another timeline or another planet is to unlock the keys in our mind to dimensionally unfold what we need to unfold to get to that other place. What if there's no travel at all? What if all that out there's just space junk because we're trying to travel in fucking open-ended ideas? There's so many concepts that could follow such rules.
Yeah.
And since there is no definites that we know for sure, and it's all theoretical, even what we know from NASA, it's only a theory based upon the mathematics and the physics and all that determines around it, then it
I
could
think.
stand to reason the more that we discover would change the whole fucking perspective of how we see things. Would it not?
Oh, I agree. I think space is my favorite subject. I don't. I'm
Hi,
not, and I'm not
Freeside.
saying I'm not saying I'm into like NASA and all that. I just like hearing like videos of space and the deep ocean. I think space wins for me. And I know we know more about space than the ocean. I know this, but
Well,
I love hearing like the videos of
my
space. It just
question is why do we know more about space than the ocean? First of all, the
that
ocean
trips
is a
me out
lot
too.
smaller to discover,
Yeah,
and it's on our own fucking rock,
yeah.
but we know more
That's
about
that
space. Maybe we do know more about the ocean than what we are being told as the public. You know, they're saying all
I
Well,
can
these
see that. Yeah, yeah. I can see that.
we put
UFOs and shit are coming from
Yeah.
the ocean.
well,
Maybe they know down there that there's something going on and they won't want us
Well, that
going
that
there. So,
we
that's
put
not the.
we put trillions and trillions of dollars though into space, where we don't do that with exploring the ocean.
well, wouldn't it stand to reason that if you're traveling further than home that you would need more money to understand it? How do you know that they didn't put all that money into the ocean, discover something, and then fucking decide that they needed to go out into space because whatever they found down there indicates that something came from space? It's
True.
always going to be
Oh yeah.
closer to have a staycation than, put less money in a staycation than going across the country to Europe and, whatever.
But you know what
The
trips me out the
exploration
most?
of
You
space
know
would
what
be
trips me out the
considerably more money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what trips me out the most about space, bro? The size. It just doesn't boggle my mind.
Well, it's an infinite size and it grows and it
You know, I
shrinks
know,
and it
but when they
grows
start
and it
talking
shrinks.
about like planets and other stars and all that, like that, damn, they make the sun look like a little shit, bro. I can't even look at the sun when my eyes burning.
Right? Well, that's the whole thing is, I mean, space is vast and there's something
Uh,
in all of it. And like we're in the Milky Way galaxy, but we have no idea how many galaxies actually occupy space at
no, we
all.
don't. And the Milky Way galaxy, we don't even know anything about it as it is.
We don't. We don't.
We don't, we don't.
We don't. We don't
No,
know anything for sure, really. We
we
know what our theories tell us. We try to verify those theories in order to get closer to the truth. But at this point in time, we're babies out there in space, okay? We can't even do
I just
interdimensional
told you, right?
travel.
I told you about the Stevenson. I don't know if I told you.
No. I mean, you said something to
It's a,
Cap at the beginning.
it's a super giant something star, super giant
Planet.
nova. No,
Oh,
it's a star that's dying, but they blow up. When they
right.
die, they turn big. It's a supernova star, something like that. Stevenson 218 or something. That shit is
Yeah.
the size of our solar system. That shit just boggles my mind. Like,
Yeah.
how the fuck is something that big possible?
Ugh.
Right?
They have everything like dwarf stars and supernova
Ooh.
giants. I mean,
Okay, it's a supernova. Yeah, how the fuck? But it's the size of our solar system. That
hey,
doesn't trip you out.
Sarge, how are you, gorgeous boy?
Hi,
That
Sarge.
doesn't trip
Hey,
Our
you out.
solar
Sarge.
system is nowhere near as big as the whole galaxy is, sweetheart.
Oh no, I agree.
Ooh.
But I'm saying like that doesn't trip you out, man. That it's the size of our solar system, and that's all we know, literally.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
mean,
fuck,
we have a
the
long
fucking
ways to
thing
go, sweetheart.
the thing that's gone the farthest from here is the what the fuck the Cassini, not Cassini, the some fucking bullshit that we said like in the 70s, man. It's like 13, 14 billion miles away.
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called. I don't know what they're called. I forget.
All I know is in order for us to travel space the way we're trying to travel space, nobody would be able to get out of this fucking galaxy
Yeah,
alive.
no, they ain't.
Hi, Dixie.
Bro,
Hi,
Dixie.
that ain't.
Dixie.
Hey,
First of all,
Sarge.
we ain't leaving the solar system,
Ugh.
let alone Earth.
Ugh.
Well, let me
That's
tell you something with these
I think I said it the
discoveries
wrong
in
way.
Egypt and the Sphinx and stuff, and
Oh,
the
God.
way that things are able to shift through, I don't know,
Mm.
different kind of interdimensional spaceways. Who knows? Like, I mean,
We might leave
look at
Earth,
that
but we ain't
whole
leaving the.
instance where I know it's a movie, but look at Stargate. What if there's hidden
Mm.
Stargates all over this
I
planet that
love that
goes and
movie, by the
interacts
way.
with it? Yeah, that
Is
interacts
that the
within
one with
other
Kurt Russell?
planets. Yes,
I love that movie.
they had a whole series on it. They have like two or three different series.
I know the. I
And
don't know.
Mm.
it pulls in the whole Egyptian factor and us
Yeah,
thinking the gods and da 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 da
no,
da. I mean, that's just as plausible as some of the other ideas
Mm.
that have been come up
yeah.
with.
I think my favorite shit about what the movie was when I don't know what his name was, the god, but he looks like a young teenager, but he was a god, right?
Yes.
He says, "I'm gonna send your bomb back tenfold," but then he
Yes.
tries to take off in his pyramid, and his pyramid, fucking hiccups, his
Hi,
pyramid
New
blows up.
River.
Hi, New River.
Hey, New River.
Space Cowboy
I
wants
agree
me. I
with,
can tell.
space fascinates me. But what's even more fascinating about space to me is that everybody wants to argue all the time about what it is. And the fact is every single mathematical equation that we have done to understand space is all theoretical. Nobody's put a stamp on it and said, this is what
I agree.
happens because physics changes all the time. Our ideas of math, our abilities to open up our minds to see things far beyond what we see by having more information changes the
You
goal
know,
line.
you know what this reminds me of, and I know
Hmm.
it's to me it's the same, but I mean a lot of people they try to make it a political issue, but it's not. Dr. Fauci,
Oh, yeah, with the
he told you what
COVID
he
shit.
knew at the time, but science evolves and you learn more as the day goes, right? And they never took
Absolutely.
him for what they fucking. And I'm a Republican. I know you. I know a lot of people don't like Donald Trump. I like Donald Trump, man. That doesn't mean I'm a fucking. I'm not partisan. I'm not. Like I love Donald Trump, but I'm not partisan. Like I can disagree and still be
Been
pro
better,
Trump.
Sarge, baby. How have you been? Go ahead,
But
I'm
but
listening all
they
now.
they fucking dehumanized Fauci. But it's science, man. It's science, bro. It's the same with AIDS, bro. What the fuck, bro? Shit, man. If they told you right, like when COVID came out, he said wear a mask. That's what they fucking. That's the
Yeah.
big issue. Wear a mask.
Well,
Motherfucker,
you're
when AIDS
right.
come out,
Look at
when
what
AIDS
they reported about AIDS. You know,
that's what I'm
like I
saying.
Oh,
mean,
When
HIV.
AIDS came out, would they have disagreed with him with him
oh my
saying,
God.
probably don't fuck somebody with AIDS, and if you do, wear a rubber. What the
Right.
fuck,
Well,
bro?
well,
What you
not
gonna go?
only that, there was a lot of misinformation with AIDS. Like they called it the
Mm-hmm.
gay man's disease,
Yep.
and
Not.
Oh, they
even to
did.
this day, with AIDS, it was always around 80% heterosexual had
Yeah.
it, and 20% homosexual. But they
Did I
always
ever?
they crucified the gay
Yeah, no,
community
they did.
when AIDS came out. Like there
Did I
were
ever?
like fucking people on TV that were in the government saying
Yeah.
good for them. I hope they all rot in hell.
Ugh.
Wow. Did I ever tell you,
Oh my
Spalding, that when
God.
I was in high school, my teacher brought a guy with AIDS. I don't know if he was gay. A guy with AIDS, and he didn't tell us. He shook everybody's hand, every student's hand. In high school you have six
Mm-hmm.
classes, but it was this class. He shook
Yeah,
every student's hand, and nobody thought nothing about it. Then he gets up
Yeah.
there, he starts talking. He's like, "I have AIDS." Man, I could have sworn, even I did it. I was like, "God damn, how do I clean my hands?" Like,
right.
dude,
Mm-mm.
that is
And
misinformation up the ass. He's like, "You're not gonna get AIDS from shaking my hands."
No,
Nope.
no.
That is
But
no,
like they
misinformation.
had a
and
lot of it's an autoimmune and they had a lot of problems with it, but now they've solved a lot of those problems. There's actually drugs that can, sustain
Keep
your
you
life
alive.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They live
yeah,
normal lives
Yeah.
practically,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have drugs that make you not even detectable anymore.
and that's
Right?
science. As much as other people want to
Charlie
disparage
Sheen
science,
got that drug.
Yep.
Charlie Sheen got
Charlie
that
Sheen
drug.
Yep.
really should. A lot of people
yeah.
act
He
like he
did.
Tony does.
He's the wizard.
Fucking, what my favorite Charlie Sheen interview is when they ask him, "Do you
Oh.
do drugs? Is there drugs in this house?" He's like, "If there is, let me know."
Right? Charlie Sheen's fucking funny. I'm sorry. He's kind
That's
of a
that,
creepy,
that
but he's
motherfucker
funny
is
as
funny.
fuck. But that's what happens when you're, born into a celebrity family, okay? You don't have any real well
Uh,
rooted reality as to what real life is, okay?
would you
You're
agree
never
if
gonna
brothers?
catch Charlie Sheen or Emilio Estevez at a fucking
Yeah, I was
McDonald's
gonna say
trying to
that.
make
And,
Would you
and
agree
trying
that
to
one
make
of
a
those
few
one
bucks to buy a car,
yeah,
one of the
those
people that
motherfuckers
we
do
can
not look
thank
alike.
for having the breakthrough in medicine that we do with HIV and AIDS is Magic Johnson, because when he got it, he
Oh, that
spent a
motherfucker.
fortune
He
trying
pissed me.
to
That mother.
Oh.
trying to
Yep.
find
That
a cure
motherfucker.
for it.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you are, you have money and you can get all the cool shit.
Right.
Us, on the other hand, we'll
Charlie
just
gave
die.
David Lee Roth HIV. How did he do that? They share a needle or something, or did they hump each
Oh,
other?
gross. Oh. Ugh.
I gotta look that
I
shit
never
up.
heard that story.
I
Me either.
never heard it either.
Yep, Sarge
Ugh.
is a military man. Sweet
Even then, I
Justin.
don't wish nobody AIDS or HIV, man. Fuck that
Everybody knows
bullshit.
Sarge
Nothing.
in here, right?
Yes, he hasn't been in a
Sergeant
while, but
Sergeant
hi.
Slaughter. I don't know.
No, just
Motherfucker.
Sarge. We call him Sarge.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know what that is. I thought you were talking about the wrestler, Sergeant Slaughter.
No, Sarge isn't. He's not new here, but he doesn't come
No.
very often.
Yeah.
But I so do enjoy uh his nature up in here. I don't know if you know that, Sarge. I always had a great deal of
Ew.
respect for you, good sir. But he's really more part of another community that I'm not a part of at all.
Motherfucker wrote
So
that Miley Cyrus gets naked and kisses a hammer and they call it art. That shit's funny. But they fucking call banana on a wall fucking art, bro. Just fucking. I'm from a different era.
Miley
Yep.
Cyrus gets naked and kisses a hammer, and they call it art and music.
Okay.
I do it, and they close the Home Depot down in the corner in hardware.
Wow.
God, I wish I could fucking read. So the police can arrest me. I know, Sarge. It's a cruel world out there. What can I say? You know, I scream and yell at people who act like dickheads. So that makes me crazy. But them going around and fucking recording everything and doxing everybody makes them sane. Imagine that. I think it's a little crazy when you're so fucking heavily embedded into somebody's fucking community that you can't even run your own fucking stream on your own day with your own shit. Because you got to turn around and record somebody else to try to fucking fuck with their image in some way. So sad,
I
bro.
agree.
Damn.
So fucking sad. I can assure you guys this. I don't spend any of my free time looking to destroy anybody, nor
I
will I
don't
ever.
care. I don't want them to do it to me, so.
I think I was talking.
There's nothing they can do to me, so I don't even
don't
worry
care.
about that. I'm just not interested in being a terrible person. At the end of the day, when I close my eyes and I have my walk with Jesus, it's me who's going to have to be accountable for my sins. I don't have to worry about what they do. That's on them.
I agree.
And I'm not going to change who I am
Oh
because a
shit, my
couple
beard.
people don't like me. Ooh, pick it up.
No, I caught it on my leg.
Nice.
Damn. Nice catch.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think I'm drunk.
You don't have your face on, Sarge. God, I hate it when that happens. I have to pick mine up off the floor all the time and stick it back on there. I hear you.
Who the fuck is Sarge? Is he like a
Hi,
Sarge
Chi baby. No, Sarge is somebody from. All I can say, he's
I'm
from
good. I'm good.
the
Sarge.
drinking community
I'm okay.
that
he
Cat's a
drinks.
part of. Yeah.
Oh, you fucking.
Actually, he was part of the
Let's take-
Manson community before the drinking community.
Let's take a
Okay,
sip.
well, I
fucking-
know him from the drinking community. He hangs
Let's
around
take a
people
sip,
like
motherfucker.
Bounty and Bond and Casey and Miscellaneous. That's his crew of people. That's his peeps. Really nice guy. Super nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
Super straightforward.
Sarge is
Welcome.
okay.
He's welcome anywhere I am.
He's all right. Yeah.
He's all right.
He's all right.
I know Sarge is a good dude, Justin.
Yeah, he is.
I like Sarge.
Boom, boom, boom.
New River, how you feeling today, sweetheart?
Great.
You doing good? I'm worried about you, honey. I know you got Mrs. Troll there, though, so I know she takes good care of you, but I still worry after you.
Ooh.
I don't want to wake up one day, New River, and find out that, you've gone to a better place, okay? I have a
What
little
the
bit
fuck?
of
Is he like sick?
Yeah, New River sick.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's called being human. We all get fucking sick. And New River is one of the most unassuming people I've ever met. I mean, he just goes and does his little thing with his fucking friend George, and he likes reptiles, and he likes funny banter, and I don't know why anybody have a problem.
I always tell the mob, if you don't hear from me for like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm fucking dead.
Damn.
You know what? Can I be honest with you, Alvaro? If I didn't see you around for 2 or 3 weeks, I'd go fucking looking for you, okay?
I wouldn't even wait that long.
Yeah.
Well, no, you never know. Some people sometimes, I told her, I was like, I don't know if she still has my cousin on Facebook. I said, if you can't find out that I'm locked up, I'm fucking dead.
Right?
I'm dead or I'm in a coma, but I ain't fucking breathing. Or I ain't fucking, I don't know. I am breathing if I'm in a coma. I ain't conscious or I'm dead, conscious or whatever the word is.
Right. If you can't get to your phone and let her know that you're alive, something happened. Yeah.
I'm dead. It might be 3,
and
4,
don't
5
give me
days.
PTSD like that, okay? Because that's happened to us before.
Yes, it
One
has.
day, one of our besties was sitting on our panel with us. The next day, he was gone.
Yep.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So I'd go looking for you.
That I never told you about my friend that died at work, man. That was I mean, that made
Oh
me cry.
God.
Yeah, the one that has cancer.
No, if he's
Oh.
still alive, but that is not my friend. That's just a coworker.
Oh, okay.
And they died
But I
at
still
work.
don't wish. I hope he recovers.
Sure.
Oh.
Like he's not my friend. But I hope he recovers. It's like I don't wish. Well, no, my friend, she died, bro. She was 19. She was in a car accident,
Oh
and
no.
before
You're
Biden
welcome,
took
sweetheart.
before Biden took office, like 2 or 3 days. I don't know. I don't know if that was 2020 or 2021, something like that. Bro, and man, I told the bitch. I'm sorry, I call her a bitch. That's just the way I talk. I was like, bitch, if you die, I wouldn't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up, man. 2 or 3 days later, the bitch was
Oh.
dead. I don't
Oh
want to fight a bitch.
no.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. And she was
No.
Yeah.
19, bro. She was going to college, had a job, bro. Man. And she was good looking, bro. And the worst thing about being good
Oh.
looking is she was humble. You know, there's a lot of good looking bitches that are fucking
Yeah.
arrogant.
Oh my God. Yeah.
She was down to earth, bro. Like, it tripped me out, bro. I couldn't believe it, bro. Like, man, it's fucked up.
That's the whole thing. It's like even people like me who I've been chronically ill for a long time and I'm not doing well at all right now. Okay, I have a lot of
Ugh.
shit going on. But nobody's got a date stamp on their foot.
Nope.
So you
Mm-mm.
keep up the hope. Like he said, like a 19-year-old can get in her car and get killed by a drunk driver or get into a wreck and her life's gone. And I'm
And they
still
were
alive
drunk.
over here with my
They were
fucking
drunk.
pieces rotting off and my brain fucking frying and my kidneys falling out my butt or whatever. But yet
Uh,
some beautiful young person could get in their car and
yeah.
die, get shot on the subway, get stabbed outside of their workplace, you
And
know?
it doesn't even have to do with her look. My first thing when they told me, my friend told me because only 3 people knew at work, the 2 managers and the guy that worked with her. And I'm cool with the guy that worked with her. He's my coworker now. Like he works in my department. He's like, hey, whatever the fuck her name was. I know what it is. I don't want to say. Uh, he's like, hey, she died yesterday. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck did they kill her? He's like, no, she was in a car accident. And then my first thing was like, put my hands on my head. I think it was disbelief at first, and then accepted it. Well, it was like disbelief. Then I had to ask him, "You're joking, right?" And he's like, "No, I wouldn't joke about that." And then acceptance, man, I fucking cried, bro. I didn't cry, but like I just, fuck, why?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck,
I don't
bro.
know. Let's not talk
I wouldn't,
about death, though. Can
I
we
wouldn't
not?
fucking fix my life for her, by the way. But I just why?
I don't know because there's no reason. Maybe they always say they take the good ones first, okay? Maybe there was less lessons that she needed to learn on this plane to, you know, pass on. I don't know. Hi, Kettleheads, you sweet guy. How are you, darling? Um, New River, I always have concern for you. And you don't have to thank me for it because, in all honesty, you're my friend and I appreciate you. So I just want you to be okay. And if there's anything that I can do to help facilitate your ease of anything that you need, if you need money, if you need anything, you just let me know, okay? Or you have George get a hold of me, or you have Mrs. Troll get a hold of me, okay? And you don't have to thank me for being your friend because you're my friend, and that's what friends do. Just like Alvaro doesn't have to thank me if he dies, that I would go over there and try to find him. Of course. You know, a lot of this stuff on the internet is designed to make people hurt each other. And yeah, I may stand my ground in my own stream or in Cap's stream. That doesn't mean I want anybody here ever to be hurt or in a bad position. You know, I'm just not a bitch. I was raised in fucking America. You don't let somebody come and piss on your fucking front door and then you give them a glass of fucking water and some flowers, okay? That's not how it works here. If you act that way, they're just gonna come shit on your lawn every day, and then you can't be like, "Oh, I don't know why they do that. I was so nice to them." Sometimes you just gotta tell people to fuck right the fuck off. It's like the school bully on the bus.
Ugh.
You know, it'll fucking haunt you every fucking day unless one day you stand up and fucking knock her right
Knock
in the
them out.
fucking grill.
Yep.
Then they leave you alone.
Yeah, they do.
But I don't intentionally go out and look to hurt anybody. And I'm not interested in prolifically collecting people to attack people. I'm not interested in hate bonding. I'm not interested in saying I'm going to go over there and beat anybody's ass because everybody knows nobody does that. It's all fucking false bravado and fucking attention seeking bullshit. And I'm simply too sick and too old to give a fuck about any of that. And guess what? I'm not going to go around the internet and all the people I know hate me. I'm not going to sit there in their streams and embed myself like a friend of theirs and record them the whole time. To me, that is some creepy ass shit. That's cringeworthy. That's what that is. That is fucking cringeworthy. I don't like somebody. I don't go to their stream. I don't hang out with them. I don't do anything with them. I don't record them. I don't roast them. If they come here and they shit on my doorstep, well, yes. I'm not going to fucking ignore it. But I don't go out of my way to do anything to anybody.
Oh, I
Period.
agree. I've done the opposite as well, but I don't do that anymore. I stopped doing that a long time ago. Like I would go to people's streams I don't like just to annoy them. I don't even go to them. I barely go to people's streams I do like. But I only go to streams that I'm okay with. Does that make
Well, that's
sense?
okay, Sarge. Yeah, that's fine, Alvaro. That's fine. I mean, we all learn. I didn't start off this way. This is where it's evolved to from
Yeah,
time. I mean, at first, I used to bite on everything at first. Anytime they would fucking say something bad about my kids or my dead husband or my husband, period, before he was dead, of course I went and fucking ate them alive. Nowadays, I really don't give so much of a shit.
And you
Oh,
shouldn't.
Sarge, I love cavemen. Good to know. Look, I lurk sometimes. It just depends on what's going on. So I don't like to be blindsided by people. And when I smell a fucking rat, sometimes I'll go watch. But most of the time, I don't even have to do that. Ask Linda and fucking Cap. People bring shit to us. We'll be
Yeah.
like, what? What happened?
Yeah.
What now? You know, what the fuck?
Right?
I don't
Yeah.
even watch shit like that anymore just because I'm at work now, like in the daytime. But
Right?
before when I used to get off early, I would watch it. But now I don't even watch it. I can't, and I don't care about it unless I'm there. I used to care. I used to message them all the time. What the fuck
That's
is
sweet
going
of you,
on?
Sarge. The only leg I'm interested in is your third leg. Oh wait, did I say that out loud? I'm just
God
kidding,
damn.
Sarge. God, laugh a little. Laugh a little, Alvaro. Fuck, death is such a creepy subject to talk about.
God
And I have
damn.
far many fucking stories to tell you
Damn.
about death.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
The
Sarge
fuck
has a
is this one?
dick. You got one too. You want to use your dick too? And I'll have
Ew.
third legs.
It ain't the third
Dang.
leg.
Mine is a gigantic third leg that
That
fucking
shit is
runs
not a
from
third
here
leg.
to
Really?
Pennsylvania because I be fucking Cap every night.
Right?
Yeah. It's a joke. Everybody,
Oh,
it's a joke. Calm your tits. It's a joke.
I can't stand that
Oh,
motherfucker.
she says it's a joke, but it's true. She flies in every night.
That's right, Jamie. Tell them calm their tits. Calm their tits.
My tits is a bitch.
Everybody, my beautiful and gracious daughter, Miss
Nah.
Jamie. What,
Kissy
darling
coo, little
girl?
girl.
You're on stream, so don't say anything about your drippy vagina
Anything.
or anything
Oh,
like that.
Jesus Christ.
You got Chris drama. Oh, man.
damn.
I thought I was the only
Oh,
one with a
damn.
drippy
By
vagina.
saying the word
You know.
vagina, you're gonna wake the mob up.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, I have a beautiful daughter, and I'm just
She
teasing
is
her.
beautiful.
I love the mob. I'm gonna get another beer.
Go get another beer.
Do, do,
I am.
do,
I'm already
do,
here.
do, do,
Yeah.
do, 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 do.
I'm back
Hello,
already.
Tash. Welcome to the fucking romper
Hi,
room.
Tesh.
Hello. Hi, Tash.
Hatesh. Hatesh. I usually call him Teshy, but he's been on my shit list since he made fun of Glenda.
Yeah.
Hello, hi, Tesh.
You better bring that up to Alvaro.
What? What? What I do?
Why was your thumbprint on your page
What?
of me with the bruised face, sir?
Yeah.
What? When?
Don't act like you didn't go erase it the other day. When I went and
Ah,
watched your live the other day, I looked to see what other lives you had up, and you had a thumbnail that had Glinda's bruised face in it. I didn't listen
That's
to
an
the.
old video.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the video
okay.
because I didn't want to be mean to
Yeah,
you
you
and
didn't
say
want to get
mean
mad at
things.
you.
I'm
Yeah.
not, I can erase it if you. No, that's an
I
old
think
video.
you
Okay.
already did.
I don't care.
I don't think so.
But I was like, why? I didn't do nothing to
No,
him.
that's an old video. It's good. I hate to say it, Glenn,
Hi,
but
Richie, baby.
I wasn't happy that you injured your
Hey,
face.
Stiff
It
Richard.
I
really
wasn't.
reminded me of that dude from Kiss.
I know. Everyone, it moved around. It
Like
was
I wasn't
crazy.
trying to be rude. It just reminded me of the fool from Kiss.
I'm
I don't know his
telling
name, Richard
you.
Simmons or Frank
I don't
Simmons.
care, Alvaro. You can be as rude to me as you want. You can put my picture up.
No,
They have
if
a
you like, if
ton
it
of
offends.
ugly ass pictures of me that they fucking had. I
No, somebody said it to me. I was like,
I
what?
finally realized why Nikki had a picture of me
Ugh.
posted on her page that aged me about 20 years, and I figured out because she told
Yeah.
me VB gave it to her.
Baby,
So
baby, baby. Oh, okay, baby.
VB, yeah.
Ugh.
Well, they all do this
Now,
shit
now
behind the
they're all
scenes.
convening at other places
Yeah,
to try to fucking
It clearly reminds me of
to,
Tiffany. It's like they act like they don't watch, but behind the scenes
yeah,
they
they
do all
do.
this shit to be
Yep,
malicious behind the scenes.
Wow.
But
yep.
yeah,
on the scenes, they're the
yeah.
nicest people, or
Oh yeah, they can't
portray
say it to your
themselves as the
face.
nicest.
Yeah,
They do. I've said that a million times. I'm like, look, if you're an asshole, just openly
be
be an
one to my
asshole.
face.
Yeah.
And,
Why are you
and,
doing
and,
all this backstage
and,
shit? I'll tell you why they do it, Alvaro. Because if they get a group of them to convince somebody of something, they don't need any real proof. And all their manufactured bullshit
it don't mean
fucking
nothing because it don't
doesn't
mean
mean
nothing to me
anything.
because they don't, and it ain't the truth. But so like, and I said this the other time, and Tiffany was trying to call me out on it. This is what she came up with that I said that I wish cancer on JC, by the way. She's like, oh, Alvaro saying that I said this about Raging Demon or whatever. I never said that. I said Beta said that you messaged her on a stream. Not you, Tiffany. That Tiffany had messaged her.
Oh, I'm
I
sure
never.
she did because me
Yeah,
and
no, no,
Beta got
please,
into it.
please indulge. Please listen. So, because I know Tiffany's listening. I never said that you talked about him publicly. I said that Beta said that you messaged her. That's what I said.
They,
I never said that you
they,
messaged her or that you talked about Raging Demon. Excuse me. I never said that you talked about Raging Demon. What Beta said on another stream was, and this is going to Tiffany, was that you messaged her about Raging Demon. Now you can go on your stream and say, I never talked about Raging Demon. Raging Demon's nice. Yeah, you say that on your stream. I can fucking get Beta's DMs, bro. I'm cool with Beta. I know a lot of people don't like her. I'm cool with her. I can get them. So don't fucking test me. And I dare you to test me, Tiffany. Go start your stream whenever the fuck you want. Not today, whenever the fuck you want, or go on JC's and you deny that shit, and I promise you I'll get them. Because I am cool with Beta. I've known Beta for fucking 5 years. I'm not new to this shit, bro. I know Beta for a long time. I'm not the biggest Beta fan, but I'm cool with her. Test me on that one, Tiffany. I dare you. Because she said that she wasn't talking to me. She was on Psyche's stream talking to Raging Demon when she said that. Now you test me on that one, bitch, and say that you never talked about him. I never said that you talked about him anywhere. I said what Beta said, and I believe it. Because Beta is a known person to fucking read people's DMs out loud. Fucking retard, cock nose.
Well, I don't know that situation at all, but I can testify to the fact that people act like they're nice people and they're really doing really fucked up things behind the scenes.
I
Okay?
agree, and she's one of them. She gave me
She
fucking. I
is.
told you before. She gave me Lisa Damn Daniels docs before. She's like, do what you must with this. Like what the fuck
damn.
am I
Good
supposed to do
night,
with this
Sarge.
shit? Why do I
Good
want
night,
it?
Sarge.
Don't
Thank you
fucking
for
make me do
coming
your
in,
dirty work,
sweetheart.
you fucking
It's always
cock.
nice to see you. I know. Listen, I know you're not telling me anything I don't know,
I could do
Alvaro.
my own dirty work.
How about this? How about nobody does anybody dirty and shuts their fucking pie hole?
Just
I'm a
has
You know,
fun talking to their
just have
friends.
fun
I'm
and
just
who
saying,
cares?
I don't dodge people. I don't need nobody to dodge. But if I want to get somebody mad, it's easy. Just annoy them with my voice.
Can I be honest with you, Alvaro? Do you
Absolutely.
know how many things were given to me about Tiffany and VB trying to fucking come after me and lie about me and manufacture shit about me privately? So many. I could have called them on so much shit. But the fact of the matter is they want you to talk about them. So the only thing you can do is not.
I agree.
Unless
I
you're
totally
unless you're planning on going as low down dirty as they are.
Sorry, I had to pee.
I agree 100%.
I'm not all about that. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I apologize.
Don't apologize. I'm just trying to help you out. The fact is they need the engagement because they're lonely,
They're
bored
lacking in
people.
life.
And the only thing they have is this environment. And they think they're winning somehow by being the most disgusting people in the
Hmm.
universe doing things behind scenes and like hate bonding and spreading that shit around. But what they don't understand is the right people will always see the real people and they'll always
Right.
see the same patterns that these people do over and over and over again.
Sorry.
My suggestion to you, my sweet one, is to just take the information you find out, archive it in your head so you don't fall into their traps, and don't give them the attention they want because that's what they want. They want the attention.
I agree. Yeah. That's my problem is that I always respond when I'm drunk. I should stop.
It's not worth it. They're not worth your time.
No, you're right.
If you can't see that fucking they're bottom feeders and they try to go everywhere they possibly can to talk shit about people that don't even engage them, then whoever
And,
you're trying to fight is it's not going to matter anyways. People see what
and,
they want to see. They don't
and it
often
all,
see the truth here. They couple us with friends so they can have more
oh yeah,
people in their chat and
I agree.
they can get money for it.
I
Anybody
agree.
who's monetized, be leery.
I agree because people like Tiffany, I
Just
don't
want money.
remember her ever being. I don't know this guy's name, Jerry's friend, and said, "Well,
Ugh,
he had a falling out with you or whatever."
that
And
was
then all of a
weird.
sudden, she wanted to have him on her panel. She's a
Yeah,
fucking hypocrite.
yeah, she does that with everybody.
She
Same
did
with
that with
Rob
me.
Notches. Same with
Oh,
fucking anybody that she can possibly hook up with to try to spread a
Ugh.
false narrative
oh,
because
it's
she
sad to be
thinks
fair.
people hate me. Let her
It's
do it.
sad.
Actions speak louder than words, and just because they're doing it in a back room somewhere or on the phone doesn't mean that they're nice people or that they do the
I
right
agree.
things. I just sit back and I live my fucking life and I do the best that I can to be honest and upfront about everything, even things that make me uncomfortable. And most people don't deserve that explanation from me. But if I'm asked on my channel or Cap's channel and they come here, I will answer them. But I'm not going to go around defending myself about, from
Hey,
these
Desert
groups that are
Duster.
doing
Desert
backhanded
dusting.
bullshit. Hi, Desert Duster. Why do you think that I should waste my precious time and energy on people that have no self worth? That their only fucking ability to be happy is to try to destroy somebody else and look better than
Yeah.
them, and they still can't
You
do
should never.
that.
Yeah, you should never pay them attention. It's hard, but
I don't. I don't.
it's the best way. Just ignore them. Not you,
It's
I'm
It's not
saying,
hard.
even that
because
I
for
ignore
me,
them. I
for
don't
most
engage
people,
them
it's
at
hard.
all. I don't have anything to share with those people. At one time, I helped all of those people
Okay.
that are talking about me right now. I helped defend them. I gave them a place of safe harbor. I did all kinds of things. If
Come here.
this is my reward for that, then I shall take it
Hi, Laura.
and I'll learn the lesson from it. I'm never going to
Hi,
stop being
Stiffy.
me, but I can adjust the way I see things so I'm not disturbed by their disturbing behavior. And you got to remember,
That's
a
very
lot of these
disturbing.
people are mentally ill. They have to be
Desert.
on a
They
regimen
really
of
are.
drugs.
It's,
Yeah.
it's crazy how, like, when you see somebody that's mentally ill, you just think, like, they must be slow. They are slow, but, I mean, they don't come off as slow, but they are. I mean, this is the mentality to me. I mean, they're not there.
Well, all I have to say is if all your eggs are invested in a basket to destroy me, you can't be very smart because I don't have anything to be taken. Well, you think you're going to take my self-worth, my
Yeah.
pride? I don't know. I'm sorry, but those are deeply instilled in me from the time I was a young person to now. And some fucking retard on the internet who wants to show everybody her flabby tits is not going to be the one to take
Ugh,
me down to that level.
eek.
A couple years ago, I had to have my toe amputated. And for a minute, I caught a little bit of body dysmorphia because I had just gotten my leg amputated a couple years before that. And I started tripping out about how they were just going to cut me up in little pieces until I was just a head. So that's why they use the leg thing all the time. And I was a little bit weaker back then, because that just happened. I had to wrap my head around another amputation. Do you think they laid off? Of course they didn't lay off. They took pictures of my feet. They fucking threw it out to
Let me ask you this
everybody.
and ask you this. I'm sorry.
That's right.
I'm changing the subject now, but well, I don't think I am. But how long ago did you lose your leg?
I lost my leg in
No, I'm not
February
trying to
of
be fucking weird about it, Linda.
No, I know.
I lost my leg in February of 2000, and then
2000?
2000, February of 2000.
2000? What the hell? Fucking 25 years
I
now?
thought it was like 2019 or 2020 or something like that.
Oh yeah, no, 2019. I'm sorry,
Because
2019.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, 19.
2020.
So,
Actually, I
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
the infection in 2020, February of 2020. What did I say? 2000, 2020. And then I lost my toe a month before I went and saw LD. Like
no,
2
when
or
did you
3
lose
weeks.
your leg, not your toe?
My leg I lost in 2020, February of 2020.
God damn. What?
It's been 5
Only
years.
5? God damn.
What happened was my husband died in 2019, May of 2019. My mother died December of 2019. By February, into February, early March, I was having my leg chopped off. Underneath my leg chopped off. Then I struggled a lot because I had 3 corrective surgeries because of where they cut it and the bone. And they told me if I wanted to walk normally in a prosthetic and have the freedom I once did, that I had to have a couple corrective surgeries. So I had a few surgeries on my leg 2020, and I was still having surgery up to 2021.
But how long?
And,
How long?
and then I got my toe chopped off 2 years ago. So 2023 is when I got my toe chopped off.
But
And I struggled with that for a minute.
But the leg, are you like used to it now, or I mean, how long did it take? I mean, I'm just doing this like asking just like out of my own curiosity, like how long does it get?
Yeah.
Well, everybody's different. Like, how long did it take for you to be like, damn, well, I don't got a leg. That's just the way it is, or was it instantly?
Can I be honest with you, Alvaro? Since I had that leg for 44 fucking years, I still haven't adjusted to the fact that I don't have it. I still feel it. It's missing, but I still feel it. I can still feel my toes on the leg that's gone. I still get neuropathy in the leg that's gone.
What is that called? It's called ghost something or
phantom pain.
Phantom pains.
It's called phantom pains. And I've tried all kinds of therapy for it. Like they have mirror therapy for it. They have different things so you can try to stop having the pain in the leg. Like it still exists because there's no leg there. You're not really in pain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that and then excuse me if I don't know. Is that not mental?
Yes, it is to a degree. Well, it has more to do with your nerve endings. Okay, so like your nerves go throughout your body. So just because they chop them off doesn't mean that they don't still receive signals down to your leg. Okay, so just because I don't have a foot there anymore, I still have nerve endings that send the signal like I do have a leg. They're like, you have a leg. and I don't.
Whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
have gotten
whoa.
out of bed in the middle of the night, Alvaro, just, half asleep, you drink too much, you smoke too much, half asleep, you got to go
Yeah.
piss in the middle of the night. And I've literally broke my hip like 3 times doing that because
But
I
did
always
you?
think I have a leg.
But this is a dumb question. But do you feel like it's itchy where there's nothing?
Yes. And it's
Damn,
not a
that's
Damn.
dumb question.
well, that's
Not only
uncomfortable to
does
me.
it feel like it's itchy, it feels like I got needles poking through it. It
Oh.
feels like somebody's stepping on it. It feels like it's being stabbed. And there's nothing there. There's nothing to hurt me there. There's no part at all to be hurting. It's gone. But your brain is
Hi,
hooked up to
Nicole.
your nervous
Oh
system
no, yeah,
and
I could. Yeah,
and your nerves fire off. Hi, Nicole.
that's,
Hi, Nicole.
I don't know.
Laura! I love you, Laura.
That, that seems
Laura.
like a lot of pain to me. Not physical, but mental pain, and
Right.
I don't like mental pain.
And the weird thing is because I had my leg my whole life,
Oh no,
well
yeah,
into my
I get that.
40s, you forget you don't have a leg. Like I will oftentimes stand up in my wheelchair and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I don't have a leg. You know what I mean? And sit back
I
down.
always tell people, and maybe it's not the same, obviously, but when I broke my leg and they put a cast, I never realized how itchy my leg was till I had
Yeah.
a cast and I
Yes,
couldn't.
you do,
Yeah.
Laura.
Yeah.
You adore me, damn it.
Yeah. No, it's crazy until you put on the cast, right? Then you got to shove all
Yeah,
these
because
things in
you
there to
don't
try to
realize how
scratch it.
itchy your leg actually gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep, I
goddamn,
get
I
it.
can't scratch this shit, but it's there. It's the worst too.
You
I mean,
love and adore me, Laura. Now
I'll be
be
on the
my
phone like,
obedient servant like every woman should.
oh, I see Nicole Haywire. Nicole, can you unblock me? Thank you. You're the best.
All I can tell you, Alvaro, is the trippiest thing that's ever happened to me is losing my body
Just teasing you,
parts.
Laura.
No, well, yeah,
I don't get mentally shook a lot, but that fucked with me.
no, no. So, come
It
on.
was something I have never anticipated dealing with mentally at all.
And I
You
hate to
know?
say this. I hate to say this, but
Bastard.
and I feel like I'm also saying this, but better anybody to lose their body parts than me. But
Yeah.
I hope to God it never happens to me, please.
No, man, don't feel sorry about that. It's not a fun road to take.
No,
And
yeah,
I don't recommend. Why do you think I'm always bitching about Cap fucking eating right? Because I don't want him to end up like me. Luckily, Cap got his disease much later than I did. Okay. I had it for a very long time before I started having
well, yours
problems.
was diabetes, right?
So is Cap's.
Yeah, so is mine.
But I got it way back when I was a kid, basically, well, I was an adult, but I was a very young adult. I was 23. And I had been managing it for many, many years before I started having these problems. I think a lot of it was the critical point of it was when my husband died. Um, there was a while where I didn't have medical insurance, like maybe 4 or
But
5 months,
if
and
you
I
didn't
had to
have,
stop my routine. And I think depression and feeling like you want to die helps you further
yeah, I
yourself
was about to
along.
ask about that. Like, if you didn't have kids, wouldn't you rather just die? I mean, I don't got kids.
Yes.
I'd rather just die than fucking be all fucked up. No, I'm not saying you're fucked up,
Yes.
but I'd rather
No,
just
yeah,
die.
I am fucked up. It's okay. Look, you can be honest here. You just can't be lying. You know what I mean? It is fucked up. And if you're asking me for real, Shannon, do you wish you died when your husband did? Yes. If I hadn't had children and I hadn't had to be there for them and make sure that they were secure, my youngest son was still in college. Yes, I would have rather died than continue on these last 5 years. I would have. And that's just the truth of it. And I don't want anybody to feel sad about that. I just, my whole life changed. Everything changed. My income, my companionship, my friendships, I had to move. Everything changed for me overnight. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I would rather be in heaven with my husband than here dealing with fucking trolls talking about my leg all the time and calling me a liar when they know I'm probably the most honest motherfucker here, which is why they got to make me out to be a liar to, you know, knock down somebody who's actually telling the truth. It's like I tell everybody, yeah, they're the beautiful lie and I'm the ugly truth, and they don't like seeing themselves in the mirror.
Nah.
All this time, everybody's known me here. All these years. I've never put up a fucking picture of anybody. I've never fucking cloned anybody. I don't have any fake profiles. I don't fucking make streams about them. I don't make songs about them. I don't fucking dox their children or their homes. And I never will. But for 10 years now, they've been trying to get me to do that shit to make me look bad because that's what they do. They will never be able
But
to lower
projecting.
myself or anybody that I love down to their level. Now, I'm not saying I love a lot of people. I have love for people in a friendship way, but you know, I don't care what they do, Alvaro. Does that make sense? I don't care what they do to me.
You
They
shouldn't.
can't do anything worse than what I'm living with currently in my real life. I
Yeah.
mean, I basically
Maybe
lost
you should.
everything. My
Maybe.
husband,
Maybe
my
they should.
wealth.
Maybe they should try to switch places with you. That way they understand.
Well, that would be nice, but you know people
But they
don't do
can.
that,
I get
sweetheart.
that.
Yeah.
But that
And you
would
know
be
what? You
nice.
can empathize with people. Like, Alvaro, you're empathizing with me right now. But the fact is you'll never know what it is to be me because you
Oh no,
don't have
absolutely
missing
not.
limbs. Right. But you
Oh
can
no.
definitely show compassion and empathy
Oh
for
no.
me.
I don't
Yeah.
even know that. I don't even know if I have compassion because I used to write to people on death row before, and a lot of them told me you got no empathy, and that's how I learned the word empathy because they said I had
Oh,
no empathy.
well, the thing is you don't have to empathize with people that openly murder people and stuff like that.
But I do believe people
Here,
can
you could have
change.
a terrible childhood, okay? You could be beaten into
No, no, no.
severity.
I
And you
agree,
still
but
don't have to turn out a serial killer, okay? Because I
no,
know
I
people that
agree. I agree. I
have
agree.
suffered sexual abuse, physical abuse. There is even some of these people on panel right now, and they
No, I
still
agree.
are the
But I do
kindest
believe that
hearts you can ever meet because they understand the pain that happened to them, and they could never do that to somebody else. And then there's
I
the other
agree.
people that keep the cycle going. You know, what
No, I
happened to
agree.
me, so
But
it should happen to you. You
no, I
know,
don't agree with that one.
Right.
But I agree that people can
It-
change though.
Hmm.
they
And
can
If
but
they
change.
want.
I don't believe just because they write it that they changed. I don't believe, and I also don't believe that they should ever be. I don't know if the death penalty.
it-
I'm against the death penalty because I'm pretty sure a lot of innocent have also been executed. But I do believe in life sentences.
Ugh.
I
Shannon,
believe the pain.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sweetheart.
knock knock.
Oh,
Who's there?
Jesus.
Bill Cosby.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my
Oh
God!
my
I'm not
God.
answering that.
Bill Cosby, who?
Never mind, I'll come back when you're asleep.
I don't
Yes.
have enough
You're a
toes to keep
sick
Bill Cosby
individual.
interested, sir.
You're fucking. You're a sick individual.
Oh,
The story of
God.
Jesus teaches us that forgiveness
You're a
is
sick
there
fuck.
for anybody, but it doesn't mean that you have to remain blindly ignorant and maintain yourself around them. I have forgiveness and empathy for everybody. I'm sure everybody has a story as to why they are the way they are, but it doesn't mean that I have to share my space with them. And if that upsets them, then maybe they should self reflect on what they're putting out there and see if they themselves would want to be around people like that. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't wish any bad
You
thing
know.
bad for them. In
No.
fact, almost all of
You know.
these
I've always,
people that are coming after me right now, I've done such kind things for. I have stopped people from beating them up. I have stifled their fucking pictures from getting out there. But they
Yeah.
turn around and they thank me by doing it to me. You know why?
you know.
Because they don't want to take accountability for the crappy shit that they've done to me that I've never done to them. So they have to make me out to be a villain because they're trying to get popular and make money on the internet.
I'll be back.
Have I told people to go fuck themselves?
You
Of
know. I'm
course,
an
you've heard me,
atheist.
Alvaro. I've told you to go fuck yourself. But I didn't
Yeah,
go around backstage and
I was
fucking
about to say
collect
that.
all my fucking people and like came to your channel and spread a bunch of false rumors about you and make AI pictures of you and songs about you and dox your family.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in hurting people. I'm interested in protecting myself and protecting the people that are important to me moreover than myself. I've ran into the fucking fire pit how many times for not even myself, for fucking other people. Like I didn't have to get in a mix up with Vita. God damn it. She was fucking trashing somebody that I've known for a decade and painting it as somebody that I don't know at all. In fact, I've watched him for fucking 9 years and never have I seen him react to any female like that ever. It was a one situation. He fell a little hard for her. She had convinced him that she was this
Oh, you're
person
talking
that she
about. I know
isn't.
who you're talking about.
Yeah. And he got upset when she started hoeing it up on fucking channels and shit. Because that's what Beta does. She's a honey trap. And, she started trashing him. He got upset. He cared about her. And is it a crime to care about somebody and want better for them than them being weird hoe on the internet? No, but she tried to make him out like a weirdo. And that was my friend. That
And
was
I
my
could say
fucking
this.
Bye,
friend.
Desert.
I don't
Bye,
know we're
Desert.
talking
Have
about
a
the
good
same
sleep.
person, but I'll say this about that person. And I like that person. I don't know, man. Can I say the name or not?
Just
I don't
say
care.
it.
You can say her name. It's okay.
No, not her name. The person's name.
Yeah, you
The
can
one that
say
got.
Raging Demon. You
Yeah,
can say
Reggie Demon.
Raging Demon.
He's a nice guy, and I wish, man, bro, come on, bro. Like, you shouldn't be upset about beat of all people.
I don't think he's upset with Beta or losing Beta so much as
No,
that
not
she
that.
has
Like upset, like
she's got
getting
a bunch
hurt
of
or feeling the
people
need to
in
fight
the
over
same
like what
community
she
that
said.
he hangs out in, and she's trash talking to all of them and trying to act like a
Yeah,
victim, which
but
she was not.
I will say this about it: he's new to that community, and it's easy to walk away when you're new.
I don't know how new he is to that
Yeah, he's not. He's
community.
not. He's not old. I was in that community before that. He's new.
Well, look, and then I'm not new either because I was in that community way before you guys even fucking knew about it.
I knew about Beto fucking 5 or 6 years ago when Mike
Oh,
Boy
I
was
don't know.
making.
I don't know anything about Beta. I don't hang out in the Aaron Carterverse. I'm a fully matured 49-year-old woman, and
Well, what I'm
I don't
saying
fucking
is,
get my pussy wet over some
what I'm
weird
saying,
kid.
is, well, what I'm saying is, sometimes I know like the ego gets her, but sometimes it's just best to walk away. Who gives a fuck what they say, bro? You disappear, they won't talk about you.
Right?
Because he does
Oh,
sound
that's not
really
true.
upset.
I disappeared a
Okay.
million times. All these fuckers, all they ever do is talk about me.
Yeah, but okay. Well,
It's
I
just
feel
the
like
truth. I'm not exaggerating, Alvaro. I
no, I know.
disappeared from.
I've heard it. I've heard it.
I
I've
don't.
heard it. I've heard it. I've
I've been
heard it.
I
there
don't.
too.
I don't go to Beatus channel or
I
Psyche's
know.
channel. I don't chase
Yeah.
people around to fight with
I
them.
know. I'm saying,
But they keep bringing my ass up, don't they?
but him like I don't know. He sounds upset, and it's just not worth it to be that
He
upset.
is upset, but it's still
Like
Yeah.
fresh. Give him a
no,
little
I get it.
time.
I get it. But like maybe it's okay to just walk away when you're that upset.
It is. It most certainly
I
is.
know it's
That's what
hard. It's
I
not
do.
easy because it's not easy because you always want to be there. But like, sometimes it's just okay.
Look, the hardest thing for me is not people calling me out for the things that I say on my channel because I own my words. The hardest thing for me is the bullshittery that they fucking display, the fucking fake fucking pictures, the stupid fucking
I know.
songs, all that shit. That irritates me. But I've even got to the point now where they've been doing it for me to me so long. I just figured, hey, free advertising. Anybody want to come in and see that I'm not that fucker? Okay. Anybody who believes them? You're narrowing wheat from chaff, okay? You're narrowing it
Good.
down for me. I'm not looking for 5,000 fake fuckers to come into my
I mean,
fucking room, okay?
I heard,
Never was.
I heard a clip of Raging Demon Beta. I don't know. It must have been in Psyche's like a week ago, and he's getting upset, and she's doing the fake laugh, which probably upsets him even more. Which anybody that knows her knows that's a fake laugh.
Oh my god, it sounds so fucking
Yeah, but
corny and
it's getting them
weird.
upset.
It,
Is what I'm saying. What I'm
He
saying is,
sounds like a psycho.
I
I
get
was
that.
just gonna say that
Yeah, but what I'm
Oh
saying
she
is,
Lord.
sounds like she's fucking
I
psychotic.
get that. I get that. But what I'm saying is, he's reacting to it anyways, and maybe it's okay to just not react to it. You're
Eh,
reacting to
Well,
her
I
bullshit.
agree with you 100%. I don't think either one of them should be reacting to it. But
I'll
look, I
tell
don't
you.
control other people as much as they like to say I do.
And I got nothing
I'll tell
against
you
that. That
this,
in fact,
Alvaro.
to be fair,
I would almost bet that when she got off that stream, she went and cried. And I'm not saying that to be mean.
probably
I'm
I,
just saying it was a fake laugh, and she was trying to play it off like nothing that he
probably,
said bothered her.
I wouldn't know. I met Raging Demon in Shannon stream, by the way, and he's always been a gentleman with me, so I have absolutely nothing bad to say about him. But if it comes off as bad as maybe don't react to it, then I guess I do have something bad to say about him.
Listen, you
But
know what's funny, Alvaro? I'm gonna be honest with you. If you notice, Raging Demon doesn't come to my stream very often, no matter how hard I fight for him. He still wants to be over there.
you know why, right?
Same with Tiffany. Same
I
with
mean, you
fucking
know why, right?
Candy. Why? You tell
I
me.
mean, well, I don't know. I'm just assuming it's with the same thing with me. Once you find a new community that you're more entertained with, you pay more attention to that community and you forget your real friends.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the way that the internet works, right? But I'm not worried about him coming to my stream or supporting me. All I'm worried about is that somebody that I know the truth about doesn't have to wear a fucking crown of thorns because somebody decided one day that they were going to start fucking being pissy and trashing somebody, okay?
I agree.
So, that being said, my friends will always be my friends, no matter if they come here or not. And what I know about them is what I know about them. I don't white knight for a lot of people.
Damn.
So if I do, you can imagine how close they are to me because I know who they are. I've known them for
And,
a long time.
and I feel the same
Raging
way.
Raging Demon is never gonna find like okay. So Kate, Raging Demon, KK, Sandman, fucking Eldo, Beta, LD, NorCal, K, all the people that had come to my channel, they're never gonna stay interested in this channel. Do you understand why? Because I'm not looking to fuck with anybody or hurt anybody.
Yeah.
That's why. And they need the drama. They want the drama. They want the
Oh,
soap
absolutely.
opera.
Ah.
But you know who's my
So the
only.
more I sit here and tell the truth and be my own true authentic self, the less they want to come here. And I'm fine with that because I
You
don't
know,
have the same type of stream they do.
you know who's the only one's back I got 100% besides
Ty.
myself.
Ty Durden.
Yeah, I don't even know the fuck I met this motherfucker, but I'm glad.
Yeah.
Uh,
And that's what you
I'm
really
gonna
got
be,
to do. If
I'm
you're
gonna
going to
be honest.
stream
I
on
know.
here, you have to be appreciative of the gifts that you're given in
I'm
your
gonna be
chat right
honest.
now.
You know how I met Ty Durden?
Kyle.
I trolled her.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I imagine that's how you meet most of your friends.
I trolled her like a motherfucker, and then I apologized, and I ain't never trolled her since.
Well,
That was like 5 or 6 years ago.
you know something, Alvaro? Sometimes I think you troll people just to see if they're worthy of being your friend.
No, never. No, it's because I used to. All right, do any of you go to Vegan Patriots?
I watch
Bang.
Being a Patriot through fucking Janny.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I
because
my
her
friend,
streams her streams are extra long and I can't sit
okay.
through fucking
So my
and
so
2
my
hours
friend,
of her trying on bikinis and sticking her hair in ramen noodles. I can't
so
do
my
it.
friend, I don't know if my friend is a modern vegan in Janny's, but she goes there. Her name is she's a freak,
No, I don't
and,
know.
and she's a freak. She me and she's a freak used to troll Ty Dirty, and I feel bad about that.
Well, at least you recognize that that's something you don't want to do and you changed what was wrong about it. I have more
It's
respect for
terrible.
that than people who lie about
Terrible.
it and then try to make the other person that they trolled out into
That's
be an
terrible.
enemy to cover their own
Oh no,
shit.
that's still my other friend, but you know I told her I was like Yeah, we ain't Charlie Ty. Well, we call her Mob, but we ain't Charlie Mob.
Hey, if anybody wants to come up, you're welcome to come up and talk with us.
Yeah.
But we can troll other people, just not Mob.
I don't troll anybody. I'm an anti-troll. I try to deflect and de-escalate the situation, which is why places like over there on your side of the fence don't like me because they want the
It's not
drama.
really my side
It
of the
brings
fence. I just know the
it
chatters.
it brings money in to rip people's faces off and humiliate them, and that's
Fuck
just
that
not
shit.
my bag.
Their money is garbage, bro. Like I trip out when they get happy over fucking $100 a day, bro. Shit, bro.
I
I
know.
made 300
I'm
today.
of the same opinion.
I made 300 today before 7 in the morning. And I never got out of my bed before that. The
Okay,
fuck?
well, like Vegan Patriot. Okay, she mistakenly announced how much money she makes on her stream per month, which is $1,400. In California, that makes you under the poverty line. She can still receive food stamps.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
Wow.
That's why I became anti-Democrat, bro. Because I was a Democrat as far as I can remember. I'm 42 years old. I started voting. I registered at 18 or whenever the fuck
yeah, me too. Yeah.
George Bush and John Kerry were running. I was probably over. I was probably 21, 22, whatever. But man, I'm fucking anti that bullshit. Fuck that bullshit, bro. Why the
Well, let
fuck?
me tell you something. The short-sightedness of all this is that they're busy fucking eating turds, spraying their face with mace, with bear mace,
Damn.
fucking, pissing on people's couches
Yeah.
for fucking $1,400 a month.
Oh
Because
God.
Vegan's probably one of the biggest streamers out there with the most donos. Really? That's what you're selling your soul for? $1,400 a month?
Damn.
It's not worth it
No,
to
I
me. I
know.
went to college. I have a skill. I can make $1,400 in 2 days if I write 2 programs. Okay. Sure the hell not going to do that for anybody. And I'm not going to lower myself or
And by the way, I just
anything
want
like that to be a
to.
fucking stream
Can I give?
whore.
Can I give a little brag about how much I made the other day?
Sure.
So I made $1,132.59 on the stock market. I was doing options, and I was so happy and elated, and I was like, "God damn, why?" And then I went to work.
Oh, no.
Right?
No, I was about to say "God damn," and then I gotta go to work. Like I wanted to call off,
Hey, let
but
me
I
ask you
didn't.
something. Did you get on that fucking trend of buying before Trump paused the tariffs?
Well, no, because
Did
I
you
do
get to make?
options. I do options. It's like that. Options have expiration dates.
Yeah.
But there's still stock. I still have my stocks from when Trump took office and before. I'm not selling that
Yeah,
ever.
did you invest in a couple new things when he said that on X or whatever? When he told everybody to invest,
I
did you
didn't have
jump
money
on?
to. I mean, no, I didn't have money to invest. I had money in another account, but I don't. No, I didn't invest. I just have
Because
what I
those
have.
motherfuckers are making hand over fist money right
Oh,
now.
they're making money. I mean, if I look at my Fidelity account, I
My two
probably
set of stocks that I got in Allegiant and in fucking Bitcoin
I don't do
fucking
that.
skyrocketed.
I do. I do. I don't know if you ever heard of QQQ.
Yeah, I have.
It's Invesco. It follows the Nasdaq and SPY SPY. That's all I invest in.
Space
I don't.
Cowboy made $51.
Well, that's it.
Good.
No, well, today I made. Well, yesterday because
No,
I
he
bought
said
Nvidia.
$1.
I bought Nvidia shares. I made 140. I bought them yesterday to sell them today. That way I didn't have settled funds. That way I didn't trade from work because I have a tendency. I like gambling,
Yeah.
so I didn't have any settled funds to trade with. It's a bad choice. I'd rather lose 120 than invest while at work and lose 500 or 600. But I made 120.
Like so many people, Alvaro told me to cash out my stocks in Allegiant
Nope.
when my husband died. And I've held on to them and I've held on to them and I put them in a trust for my kids so they can't fucking capitalize on it and charge taxes. But
You know,
at this point in time, if the stock market doesn't drop anymore, I have made at least 7 times the money that I originally had in
Yeah.
it since my husband died.
well, but that's why I like options. And I know people don't trust that or think that I'm being serious, but in options, if a stock goes up 5%, The options, they're up 500%. But they have expiration dates, if that
Yes,
makes
they
sense.
do.
They have expiration dates and they move like penny stocks, but they're legitimate stocks.
I know, but my Allegiant stock is preferred stock. So it
No,
comes with it doesn't only come with the actual stocks, it comes with voting power. And the main bigwigs over there have been trying to buy it for me for a long time at dirt bottom prices because technically
maybe you shouldn't.
I was I don't work for the company. So my votes are going to no one, and of course they want the votes, so
Uh,
but I knew this shit was going to turn around. I knew it was. And then they built a Legion Stadium that upped their profile. And
Big time. That's the only reason I even know about that stock.
yeah,
You're talking about the fucking Raider Stadium, right?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Yep.
That's the only reason I even know about Allegiant.
That's because the Legion is a private little airline that is not international, that originated in Fresno. They moved to Vegas in order to get more routes.
Yeah, so it's an
The
airline.
original owner of Allegiant Air's name was Mitch Ali, and he owned CMS. Okay, in Fresno, California. We worked for him. And when he sold the company to Maury Gallagher, Maury was in Las Vegas, and Maury used to own part of the Sun-Made Raisin factory here in Fresno. So when we came over, he promised us if we came and redid the system for the maintenance and everything else, that we would get preferred stock and we would be able to, or we could get paid like a lump sum amount. My husband and I chose the preferred stocks because
Stocks
we were
always
already
go up,
making
believe it or
decent
not.
money. Yeah. And it was something that we were going to cash out in our retirement to go travel the world with and leave to our kids. So I just held on to it. And trust me, I've been in some really bad positions, you guys, like really bad, like down to where I almost lost my house, down to where my credit was getting ruined because I couldn't pay certain things. And I still never cashed out those stocks. And now I'm reaping the rewards for that.
I
But
got,
who
I got,
knows? The world
I
could
got,
blow up tomorrow and it'll all be
Right.
for naught.
I
For
got,
nothing.
I got
Right.
SPY and QQQ, and man, those
Okay.
motherfuckers, they always go up at the end of the day. Not every day, I mean, the long term, they just go up. They're not gonna make you a millionaire, but they go up.
Right.
Yeah, maybe they go up 10% a fucking year. You got 10,000, you made 1,000, right? After 2 years, you made fucking 2 or 3,000. You just
Bam.
Where in let's test Tesh right now. Where in Silicon Valley did you live? Because Silicon Valley isn't just one place, It encompasses a valley of different cities. Which one did you live in?
San Jose.
San Jose?
All right.
Well,
Well,
I
that's
don't
not
live in
exactly
Compton.
the mecca of technology. I would expect you to say something
Well,
for an
I don't
Apple.
live in Compton, but I live close to Compton,
He
Justin.
said Palo Alto, Sunnyvale.
Palo Alto. What is this? Pond W? Palo
Yeah.
Alto Networks, man. What the fuck? What are you gonna take over CrowdStrike Holdings? Stop it.
Santa
Crowd.
Clara.
Let me tell you something about CrowdStrike and Palo Alto. CrowdStrike had that big fucking fiasco last year. Anybody remember? Where the airplanes and everything
You
couldn't
never
bomb.
lived in Cupertino, Hitesh, which is the mecca of Silicon Valley?
He just typed it. He just typed Cupertino.
Yeah, he's googling it.
Yeah, he's Googling it.
Give him a fucking specific question that he can't answer that quick.
Uh-oh.
Nah, it's all right. I don't have any
Me
reason to
neither.
humiliate
I don't
Tesh
even know
today.
any specific questions.
Scarface. Hey,
I just know that
Scarface.
I've seen them on
What up,
camera before
Scarface?
in India, where they were having a parade with the Ganesh or whatever the Indian is called. It's like, oh,
Well,
that ain't
first of all,
California.
as much as I believe Tesh in some areas, I know he doesn't fucking program. I know he's a manager of organizing programmers in order to come up with a system, but that doesn't really mean shit in the structure of technology. It doesn't mean you can program or any of that shit. All it means that you're in a particular set skill of information systems in which you can organize different groups of fucking people to work on your programming. And when you brought up fucking goddamn Pascal and what was the other one you brought up? I had to laugh. Those are such old ass programming
Hi,
things.
Scarface.
Oh, nobody currently uses that in any modern day systems at all. So don't act like you know, big guy, because I know you don't. Don't make me wipe my ass all over your face.
Damn.
It won't be fun.
Damn, Gina.
Pearl. That was the other thing he said. Pearl. Right?
He said he used Python too, I think.
Yeah. Not even on his best day. Not even on its motherfucking best day.
I think he said that once, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, COBOL was the other one, which that's all machine language and shit. Don't be ridiculous, Tesh. You can't talk about programming with me. I'm not actually one of these fucktard liars who act like they have tech skills and really doesn't. I'm not a hacker, but I have done front end software and middleware for companies forever. Okay. And you kind of have to stay up on that shit. All right. The things that you are discussing are from 1982, and you
Damn,
were
dude.
barely alive by then. Okay.
Damn.
All right. I worked in, what does it say?
I
Hold on.
worked
in
in,
Tibco.
what the fuck is Tuco?
No, Tibco.
Tibco.
I don't know what
Information,
that
Java,
is.
Springs, etc.
Yeah, you want to hear something cool, Tesh? Do you know my uncle Barry Hathaway helped create, design, and was one of the fucking managing CEO people of fucking Java and had been for many, many years. So don't talk to me about Java. He also worked on all the Oracle
Tuco.
software and was the CEO of that. Now he's gone to be a leader of a charitable organization, which I won't mention, so people can't go over there and fucking talk shit. But you can make a lot of money in software, but it never saves your soul. And money doesn't buy you time, and it doesn't buy you sanctity, and it doesn't buy you anything that is worth a shit in this world. All it does is make you comfortable while you're in this world. And all these big streamers that you think are so fucking big and so fucking great, look, they're pulling down $1,400 a month. People here on Social Security, SSDI, they make more than that. All right. So if you really want to make it as a streamer, you have to stop being short-sighted and begging for fucking quarters and nickels outside of a 7-Eleven and understand that the real money is in sponsorship with products. And nobody is going to sponsor you with any kind of products like Tide, Pepsi, or anything like that if you're guzzling down pee, spraying your face with mace and calling everybody fucking the N-word, you know, pissing on everybody's couches and fucking doing drugs on the fucking internet. You will never get that kind of fucking money. Doesn't matter how famous you are. You will only get the dredges of what YouTube makes. Like it's like 25 cents for each ad that they run. Do you know how much YouTube is making for that? Far more than you are. And the thing is if you destroy yourself, it's like saying that you were the most beautiful, intelligent person in the world and then going into a beauty pageant. But right before you got there, you were smoking fucking crack. You were fucking in jail. You were begging for fucking money. Do you think you're going to win Miss America with that? You're not. You're going to be laughed at. People are going to know that you're the one that said, when you got to answer a question because it's not real. And I'm sorry to be real with you guys, but you can't make money off YouTube fucking adverts, okay? Because they take most of it. Super chat, they take most of that fucking money. If you really want to be serious about making money on the internet, you have to clean yourself up. You have to actually have a skill, and doing drugs and fucking people isn't a skill at
Ah,
all, nor filming it on a fucking camera. Okay? None of those things any advertisers give a shit about. All they care about is bodies. But the thing is, you get demonetized real quick, real fucking quick. And even though they're not saying you're demonetized, they will make sure that you're not on the algorithm so you don't get paid for shit. You'd be begging for $1,400 in California, which would be lucky to get you a old ass studio apartment that has the shittiest fucking goddamn maintenance and fucking crappy ass appliances ever. Because now in Hollywood, you can't even rent a studio for $1,400 anymore. They're wanting $2,000 plus. So you have to have a fucking roommate. You have to make sure your income's fucking, at least getting that. And with streaming, none of that counts. I mean, she may make $1,400 one month and fucking $5,000 the next, but you can't rely on that shit. You get sponsorships. You do branding. That's how you make fucking
Who
money.
are we talking about here?
Just streamers.
Oh yeah, no, they can't live
Vegan
out.
said the other day
And I only live
that
here because
she
I don't
makes
pay them much.
$1,400 a month on her stream, and everybody was like, "Oh, but we're calling the Fed."
oh no.
1,400. I make 1,400 a week. What the fuck? That's a little bit.
Uh-oh, she dropped.
He dropped.
That's a little bit. Well, I don't make 1,400. I make 1,000 easily clean. That's still a little bit. It's fuck, man. It barely gets you away with anything.
I know, but you live in California like me,
Yeah,
so
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It barely gets you away with anything.
yeah, you can maybe get a roommate and find a halfway crappy apartment for $1,400 in California, but it
Damn.
ain't gonna be the Ritz. I mean, you're gonna be hanging out in Joe's apartment. You guys all remember that
Joe,
one?
yes.
It's not gonna be great.
Well,
All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna give Vegan the offer I gave you before when I hated you. Vegan can live with me, but it's gonna be in the closet and she's not allowed to stream and she has to clean the house.
Well, look,
Uh-oh.
I'm not even disparaging
Fuck
her.
that shit. That bitch is
I'm
mad.
just saying she's got a lot of trolls right now that are calling
Lights
calling to
on.
get rid of her food stamps. And the fact
Fuck
is
that shit. She don't deserve them.
if she's not reporting that, yes, it could be a problem. But even if she was
Fuck
reporting
that
it,
shit.
it's still under the poverty line, and she would still
Fuck
get
that
food
shit, bro.
stamps.
Hey, let me tell you
Space
something.
Cowboy said she's
Let me
streaming
tell
and
you,
taking income
let me
from
tell you something.
off of SSI. If that's the case,
Fuck
they would
that
be
shit,
they would
bro.
take her
Let
off
me
of
tell-
SSI. They would
Oh
be
my
pissed.
God. And
let
they
me tell you
make you
something.
pay
It's
it
Spalding
back.
and Shannon. Remember when COVID started and they fucking laid off a bunch of people, or not laid off, but businesses were
Yeah,
closed
they
during
lost their
COVID?
jobs. Yeah, for whatever reason,
Everybody
the
was making
company shut
$1,000.
down.
I was
Yeah.
making 1,000 regardless. I was working, but I'd rather not work for it. But whatever. You had these motherfuckers like I work at a grocery store. I work at Ralph's, right? You had these motherfucker teenagers working 40 hours a week to make $600. I was like, well, why don't you just say you're sick and make 1,000 not working? Fuck that shit, bro. Everybody abuses the government too. These
I
motherfuckers were working
don't
fucking full time.
disagree.
These
I don't
motherfuckers were working
disagree.
full time as teenagers making $600. I was like, but tell them you got COVID, please. Make 1,000 a week. Make 4,000 a week instead of making fucking 2,400 a week a month. Come on, make 4,000 a month instead of 2,000. Tell me you got COVID.
But
Fuck that.
but if
They're
it's true
fucking
that
taking it.
she's if it's true
That's
that
some
she's
bullshit.
collecting disability and
Mm-mm.
also getting the $1,400 of revenue on her stream and collecting food stamps, then yeah, she's in big fucking trouble.
They make you pay
Big
that shit
fucking
back.
trouble. Yeah.
All
Mm.
right, count to
Yeah.
three, Shannon. I appreciate you. I'm gonna
I
pretend that I'm
appreciate you
hearing.
too.
I'm gonna pretend I'm hearing Ty Durden's voice too.
But
Yeah, where did Ty go?
I mean, the
I
bitch
don't
is
know.
probably just. Well, I don't want to
Anyways,
call
all
her.
I'm saying is if she isn't getting Social Security and all she's making from streaming is $1,400, then you're not going to get her benefits taken away.
No.
because it's not enough income to live in California,
Yeah,
not
but
Well,
she has
even
to
in the
report that,
shittiest
right?
places of California.
Yeah, but she has to
Well,
report that she's making money.
uh, she should, just in case her
Is
food
it not
stamps
on
goes
camera?
down.
Is it not on camera when she makes money?
Space
No,
Cowboy said she was looking rough today with her uh, worm infested sidekick at the
Ugh.
gas station. She looked
I'm
like a
drinking beer.
lot lizard.
I'm
Ew.
drinking beer. I don't want to think about worms. All right, let me.
well, what can
For
I
the
space? What can I say, Space Cowboy? I don't look my best these days either. I'm very
What's it
ill.
do,
for
Gaga?
those that don't know what a lot lizard is, it's women that hang out at truck stops to fuck
Yeah.
the truckers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's the thing. My camera came on the other day, and obviously, I had no filters or anything on it. I had no makeup on. I've been really sick for like 2, 3 weeks now. Really sick. Like, I mean, not just, hey, Shannon's normal chronic sick, like, really sick. Ask Cap and Glenda. I've been going
Yes.
through it. And, I don't look so great right now either. You can tell I'm sick. The first thing Glenda said is, "Honey, you're beautiful no matter what, but I could see the dark circles under your eyes."
Your eyes
Yes.
were so puffy,
Yeah, I
like
told
puffed
everybody
shut
I got an
almost.
eye condition that fucking I cannot see. They don't fucking believe me, and I don't need them to believe me.
Yeah,
But
well, believer. Okay.
guess what? I don't feel like going on stream and showing everybody my face every
Yeah.
day because I'd rather they hear my voice and the life left in my voice than see how much life has left my face.
Well,
Okay?
for those that do not believe Shannon that she cannot see, she has accidentally called me
Jesus
Princess
Christ.
Andrew. I don't know how many times going to bed at night.
Too funny. Uh-huh.
Well, what I want to know is I do voice to text. So how the fuck does that fucker come up with princess after me saying prince?
I have no fucking clue.
Maybe they're right. Maybe I have no teeth and I sound like I'm blah, 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 blah.
Oh, I don't
Maybe
think
I'm
so.
delusional.
No.
Princess Andrew, report to the front building. Your
Right.
flowers are here.
Your flowers are
Should I
here,
go
sir.
smoke a cig? Damn, I want one. Have you stopped smoking?
Uh-oh.
Space?
Yeah, I think he said earlier he tried, but he smoked. It lasted,
Okay.
I think, 85 days. I think.
Oh my
I
God.
think that's
Good
what
for
he said.
you. It's
Yeah,
hard.
baby, don't
Yeah.
stop. If you can stop
Don't.
smoking, stop.
Yeah.
Go
Trust me,
for it.
I've stopped
Yeah.
and quit so many
Oh my
times. There was even
God.
like a 2-year
Well,
gap, and I went back to
Mm.
smoking.
well, in my opinion, the only time that you really fail at something that you're addicted to is if you stop trying. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna have a cigarette, but don't stop trying to quit. Is what I'm
Right.
saying.
Don't stop
Believe
believing.
it.
Hold on to that feeling.
Brr.
I heard that shit, man. What is that, man? Is that a Journey?
Journey.
Journey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Man, I heard a
What?
fake band at the MGM Grand one time. I was like, damn, I almost thought they were the real ones.
Right? They're good over in Vegas.
Yeah, they're
Hey,
good.
go to Fremont Street. They have free
Mhm.
bands out there all the time, and they're
Yeah.
even known. Like the last one that I saw out there was oh God, which one was it? You know, fuck, I don't know. It's an emo band. It's what the
Probably
hell is it
My
called?
Chemical Romance.
No, hell no, they wouldn't showed up. It's the one that goes. Haven't you
hell
people
no.
ever heard of closing the front door? Da
Oh.
da.
I don't know who that is.
What is it, Lady Gaga?
Mm-mm.
No, they're guys, and they're dressing. Hey, Miss Murder. Da da da
I'm
da
gonna mute
da.
myself because
Whatever
now I
that
want
guy's.
to listen to Lady Gaga on my. How the fuck do I mute myself? I want to listen to
Hi,
Lady Gaga on
Master.
Lady
my
Gaga's
AirPods.
the cabal. So's Madonna.
No cigarette. No ciggies for what? 6 months? I'm going on 14 years And I still want a cigarette sometimes.
Yeah, I'm going on
Oh,
holy
oh my
fuck, 20
God.
years. Oh my god.
See?
20 years since I've
Oh,
had a
Well,
cigarette.
I
Holy
still
shit.
smoke after I quit for a long time, but I figure this is my passive aggressive way of telling the world to fuck themselves and I want to die.
I quit
I'll be
after 13 years one time. I started smoking again. And 9 years another time. This time I can't. My heart, I can't.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. One of the reasons that I quit, that it actually stuck with me, I think, is because the Mormons were at my house and they wanted to take my cigarettes. And I'm like, if you're going to take my fucking cigarettes, you're paying what I paid for them.
Ugh.
Because
Yeah.
I wasn't giving that shit up. And they did. And I never smoked again after that. Ever.
Hi,
I haven't,
Misty. What's up?
I haven't touched a cigarette since.
See? It's hard.
And I did give them their money back and told them that I was and I apologized. I'm like, that was very greedy of me.
I'm just, I'm a very complex thinker. And I have an oral fixation. And I don't know, you guys. I mean, if I'm being honest, my brightest sunshine in my sky right now in real life is my damn dog. So like I don't think I fucking
Little
care
baby
anymore.
boy. Little baby boy.
I'm trying to do what the doctors tell me, but a lot of it's very hard to keep doing every day and to get bad news every single day of your life about if you're dying or not is quite mentally stressful, you know?
I
I
do.
can't tell you how many times I've been told I'm going to die. I'm going to die and somehow I always end up here.
Right?
It usually takes a hospital trip, but I don't know. I must have been a cunt in my previous life because they sure don't want to make me go to
Look,
heaven.
mine's the bitch that won't die. Die, bitch,
Right?
die.
Die, bitch, die.
Look at it.
I've made it to heaven's gates before. They keep on
Oh,
turning
me
me
too.
back
They
and
keep
sending me
pushing
back
me
to
back.
this,
Yep.
yeah, back to this spitting
Yes.
blue ball. Maybe I'm a
Yep.
cunt on the inside and I don't know it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know it.
God
I
damn.
don't care.
Ben
I got the
Affleck is
fucking
still a
song stuck in
handsome
my
guy.
head thanks to you, Shannon.
But
You quit
It's your
working in
fault.
2011. I actually worked
it's hard.
2 months after I got my leg chopped off, and I worked for a year and a half before we moved to California, and I had to relocate. I could have took a job in Southern California, okay? And at that time, I was dating somebody who lived in Southern California. But what ended up, well, I guess he wasn't in Southern California anymore. No, he was already in Montana. But when when I decided that I was going to do that, I just came to the conclusion that even with the wage I was being paid, living by myself in Southern California was going to be a very expensive endeavor. And I didn't want to be house poor. I enjoyed smoking weed. I enjoyed going out to do stuff when I could. And so we ended up moving up here to Northern California. And my kids begged me not to go back to work. I kept on going into the hospital. I'm like, I got to get back to work. And they're like, please don't. Please don't. So then I had to go back to private contracting and just doing little things here and there and everywhere. And then living off my dividends that I have from my stocks, which isn't a whole lot, y'all. That's why I still live with my kids. But don't write me off quite yet. At 50, things change for me. I can take more of the Social Security that I've paid into my whole life and not lose 50% of it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'll get actually instead of 100% though, because you have to be 65 to get, your shit 100%. I'll only get 75, but it's still a considerate amount more than what I'm making right now. And I had to be patient. And fortunately for me, I my health continued to deteriorate. Ever since I've lost my leg, it's just getting worse and worse, and it doesn't matter how hard I try, it just gets worse. So that being said, if I can hang on for 6 more months, I'm going to be in a lot better position than I've ever been in a long time since my husband died. So I have to hang on. Gotta wait till September. Then I can make my great escape into heaven, I guess. I don't know.
Ugh. Meh.
Hmm.
All I know is this. You have to have hope, no matter what. If you want to live, you can't be stifled of hope. And to be honest with you guys, all I'm trying to do is mend my fences and make sure my house is in order and that my mind is in order and that I'm able to, I don't know, just be at peace with where my children are at, with the people I love are at. And I don't want to spend my time being a miserable fuck. And if I have to look at all the bad things and examine them and how unfair they've been to me, then I would hate my life. And there's no way in hell that I'm going to get well. So I walk this line. I walk this line. I walk it for my kids. Because, like anybody else, I could just fucking not take my medicine and I could be dead in 2-3 months. But I got to show them, no matter what circumstances that they're in, you always keep fighting and you appreciate every moment you have because they're fleeting. You know? And if that's the only thing that I get out of this in the end, then it's worth $1 billion just so my kids can see that you keep on fighting and you never give up. And you always put forth the best person that you could possibly be till the end. And that's all I'm trying to leave behind. You know, it cracks me up because people think, like I can't retaliate to these other people online like they're doing to me. The fact is I have a treasure trove of all kinds of shit on all these people, and I could open up that fucking box and let that cracker loose. But in all honesty, I don't want to hurt anybody. Not even my people that call themselves my enemies. It's just not worth it to me. It just isn't. I don't want anybody to be miserable. Anybody. But it doesn't mean I have to share space with them. Okay? I can wish them well and not allow them to invade my space where I am happy and I am healthy and I'm enjoying the most parts of my life. They want me to be miserable. I don't know why. I've never done anything nasty to any of them. Nothing to the degree they've done to me. No matter what lies they make up. I've never sent anybody over to their streams. I've never fucking doxed their children or take pictures of them or any of that shit. I've never done any of that. And I go to sleep every night knowing that. I don't care who knows it. I know it because I'm me.
Yep.
Right.
And I got to be the best me to teach my children how to keep fighting. Because this world isn't going to get easier, my loves. It's only getting harder day by day. And it's my job as a mother. God entrusted me with these little souls to teach them how to live within this world, to have their own self-confidence, their own set of morals and values that they follow. And that's the best thing I can do for them as a mom. And I love my kids. And I love my friends. You want to know why to go fight for me? Because I don't care what other people think about me. I fight for my friends like Raging Demon, like JR, like fucking Captain, like fucking everybody they fucking attack. I will come out for them. I don't care what they think about me. I know these people. I know their real lives. And you know what? I don't plan on adding any misery to them. Because obviously they're not happy people to begin with. Because this is what they do as a side job. And they're not even getting paid for it. Which is kind of sad when you think about it. Why sell your soul for fucking $1,400 a month and a fucking pee pad? You know?
Right.
Gross.
What's this, baby cakes?
It's funny as fuck.
Everybody
Oh,
likes
damn.
to party,
Please
but an Ohio
interject
man
some
went a
funny.
little too far. When he did, he called 911.
What is your emergency?
I need help.
And what's the problem?
I'll be right back, you
I'm
guys.
too high.
You're too high?
Yeah,
What'd you take?
I can't feel anything.
You're what?
I can't feel anything.
Okay, what did you take?
Weed.
Weed?
Yes.
Okay. What's your name? Is there anyone there with you?
Yeah, they don't know.
Okay, how old are you?
22.
Dope.
Are they going to be able to answer the door for us?
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew, we'll send an ambulance right over to check you out, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
How
Oh,
nice
damn.
was that operator? So kind. You know, when police arrived, the guy was curled up in the fetal position. He was surrounded
Damn.
by Doritos, goldfish, and cookies. That may have contributed. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
No arrests were made.
Damn, dude. Holy crap.
Right.
Mm-mm. Oh my god. That's like the freaking thing with Jackie on freaking Roseanne. Oh my god. They were looking over. Oh, Jackie. What's going on? Just me and my ganja.
Just me and my ganja. I caught a clip of Roseanne's live stream the other day, Roseanne Barr.
I like
she-
her fag.
She said that she would consider doing
Sorry.
the final episode of The Connors if they paid her $10 million, and she said she would do it naked.
Oh, damn.
Right.
She actually said too after that like if the network executives called and apologized to her, she'd do it for free.
Yeah.
She would do it for free, yeah.
Yeah. I saw that clip too.
Yeah.
And you know what's fucked about that whole situation is I actually liked that show.
Me too.
I watched it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Me too.
All the time. I love that show.
But
funny.
It is, and honestly, I think the Connors, I think they did a pretty good job without her there. I didn't think they would, but they did a better job than I thought they would.
She needs to be able to put on her own show. Do.
She should go to ABC and see if they'll pick it up.
Right.
I
don't know if they have like exclusive rights to that show though, because it was created on their network or something. I don't know. You never know what the little details are.
Well, the creator of the show was Roseanne Barr. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that, but she's the one.
Yeah, but she might have sold the intellectual property to the station under some contractual thing. We don't ever really know, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they changed it to the Connors, because you can't actually use the Roseanne brand anymore, you know?
Right.
So I don't know what they own and what they don't own. But I hate to go back and beat a dead horse. But, you know, as far as what happened with Nikki yesterday, I'm sorry, y'all. I try to give new chances to everybody. But when you see between the lines, it's really hard to ignore somebody who's trying to fuck with people. Okay? And I've watched her before. I know what she's done to me, which is completely terrible. And I don't know. I just don't like her using Cap as a fucking shitting ground for a fight she's having with Bounty. Okay?
Right.
Yeah. But I don't wish any ill will to her either. I just wish that she would find some happiness so she's not such a miserable asshole that her only fucking, you know, lot in life is to stalk people and then fucking try to, I don't know, hate bond with them and be nasty to win a fucking competition with another fully grown man in another fucking state, okay? None of this shit is a competition. They take it as a competition, people making money off of it. But half the people that are after me aren't even trying to make money. They're just pissed. They're pissed that they can't get me to go down to their level because they want to have the fucking upper hand at all times. You can have it. Tiff, VB, JC, fucking Rob Notches, Monica, JT, Rain, Rusty. I mean, let's go down the list. I mean, there's a million of them. You can have them all. Told you guys that a long time ago. You can have it all. You think it's so great to be me? Let's see how you do.
Carla and Tesh, you both have standard
Oh no!
wrenches.
Panic, New River. He's on to his
You both
last
have
joint.
you both have standard moderating wrenches. It does not mean you can time people out. It does not mean that you can block people. My moderating mods can do that. So,
which there's very few of them. If you haven't been told you're a moderating manager, then you're not.
Right. Exactly.
There's really like 3 bosses down there, okay? And I'm not going to announce them all, but you guys can pretty much figure out who it is.
Right.
They have leeway with their wrenches.
Exactly.
In fact, we can mention them. I mean, it's basically, G Baby, Dixie, and Justin. And there are a couple others that when they come in, they do have that kind of flexibility, but they're far and few between.
The only reason you have a standard moderating wrench is so you can share links and stuff. That's the only reason, and check out other channels if you choose to.
Like, I would be comfortable if New River Troll had a wrench because he's not the timeout type, but we can't have people on our streams that are stifling other people because they have a personal vendetta. You have to be very, very careful in this atmosphere, not to just time somebody out because you don't like them. Okay. There's plenty of people that are going to come in here that you don't like. They have to break the rules. And if you start using your wrench as a personal play space, then that's when you get demoted. Okay. Truly, the person in charge of this channel is Captain Spaulding. And what he says goes. And if you can't follow that, don't bother. You'll get your wrench stripped. And I don't want to hear anybody crying because of it.
At New River, I've upgraded you to a managing mod.
But regular wrenches are for sharing your guys' links, information, and links to other places. And we're not greedy. Okay?
Yes.
Like if you have a channel you enjoy, like say Stiff Richard likes this one channel, he could share the link to it. You're all adults. You could go check it out. Okay? Even if it's somebody we don't like. Even if it's like, somebody be talking shit about us. But you can't use it as a personal vendetta tool. They have to break the rules. And if you don't know what those are as a managing moderator, I suggest you get with Cap later on and find out what they are. They're very minimal, but they're very strict. And nobody with a managing moderator wrench is allowed to ban anyone. You can time them out. You can come talk to Cap afterwards and let him know he can go back in the stream and ban them if he wants. But you guys don't get to make the decisions if you have a managing moderator. You can time them out. You can time them out for a day. You can time them out for 5 minutes. I suggest you give people a warning before you time them out and say, hey, look, we don't do that here. It's against the fucking community guidelines. If you do it again, I'm going to time you out. But if it's something horrible, like somebody being doxxed or screaming the N-word or, something like that, then time them out for the day and say, hey, come back tomorrow when you feel better. You know what I mean?
My 5
if you think it's a real problem, you come to Cap. He'll take care of it. It's his stream.
My 5 rules are no doxing, no racism, no death threats, no messing with somebody's family, and no cloning. Do not come in here on a clone channel because it will get blocked.
Yes, and our floor bosses down there check your channels before you even pipe up. So don't think they don't know you're not you.
Exactly.
The only one that has a managing moderator wrench here that's totally ignorant if it's your real stream or not is me because my ass is blind and I can't read anything. Okay?
And I like to
So
let them
don't think
do
other
it.
people here can't read who the fuck you are. Okay. And Justin's smart as a fucking whip. He knows to go look at the fucking comments that were left and then go fact check it to see who actually left it the first time. So don't think you're getting away with anything slick. You're not. Dixie does the
Exactly.
same thing. Okay? G Baby does the same thing. Well, actually, G Baby tells on nobody. That's why she's got a managing moderator wrench, because if she fucking ends up being in a situation where she thinks it's terrible, then I know with Lady G it's got to be, because she doesn't really moderate anything. She's way free and she allows people to have their freedom of speech. Dixie and Justin will kick your ass to the curb if they know that you're breaking
Yep.
the rules with no remorse. And that's what I like
None.
about them. So don't bitch to me about Dixie and Justin.
Mm-mm.
Okay?
Mm-mm.
They do exactly what they're supposed to do in there. They never ban anybody, and if they taunt somebody fucking out, it's because they're being a dick. Lady G is everybody's friend, though, so she often doesn't want to take the responsibility of timing you out. She would rather just talk to you and tell you, please don't do that. And then if you keep doing it, then fucking Justin or fucking Dixie will come fucking snipe your ass, okay? But the point is she's got a wrench that it has the ability to do so. That's it. If she needed to do it, she could. But don't fuck around with Dixie and Justin. They don't fuck around with the rules. They'll kick your ass. Fuck,
Right.
I'm more lackadaisical than they are. Holy crap.
You're welcome, New River Troll.
Anyhow, that's the requirements for managing moderation. And if you are unclear, you could always talk to any of us backstage anytime you want, or
Yes.
come up here and tell us, I'm going to come up, but don't put me up, and then leave us a message privately up here.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the back.
On the private chat, and we will be able to see it. Or if you ever want a private one-on-one with one of us, or all of us, let us know and we'll invite you back to our backstage chat, which we have is a very small group of people, but it's mostly managing moderators. It really is.
Yeah. And New River Troll, I appreciate you coming to my stream so much. You've been
you're
around.
great, New River.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, my mods down there, if something happens to me nefariously, don't let these fuckers stop streaming. Don't let them do it. If I end up in the hospital, don't let Cap off his fucking laurels. Don't let him rest on his laurels. You go over there and say, hey, we want to stream. And you make him talk to you guys. Don't let him play music the whole time. Trust me, this man's got more to say than you could ask for, than most people.
Right.
You move on. You be happy. You guys stay together. You guys stick together. And you guys protect each other. Don't let anybody fall behind. It's like Ohano. No one gets left behind.
Nobody.
I've already instructed Glinda to kick Cap's ass if he tries to fucking pull that shit. Well, Shannon's not here. We're not going to stream. Don't do that.
I don't like streaming without you. I really
know
don't.
you don't, but there's other people in this world besides me, and they love your stream, and they support you. They support Glinda. They support each other.
I know.
And it would be a shame if that went away, because people need to see an example of how streaming can be when you're not being a fucking dick.
How about this, Shannon? If something ever happens to you, I promise I will keep this stream going in your honor.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I forgot I was here.
That's all right. That's all right.
Love you too, Justin
I was wondering
T.
where you went.
I love all you guys. And honestly, the reason
let me clarify something. I love all you guys, but I'm not in love with all you guys. Okay, because people like to act like I'm out fucking the whole fucking YouTube verse.
Well,
whatever.
I'll be completely honest. The reason that I didn't stream until I met Shannon and Glenda is because of my past community that I was in. I
I said that shit like
I
10
ha-
minutes ago. What the fuck? I'm confused.
I have a fear
You're
of
bugging
becoming.
out.
I have a fear of becoming friends with people and getting close to them,
Confused.
and then getting kicked to the curb.
Well, I kind of am in love with you, Laura, but I'm
Oh
not really
shit.
gay. But if I was gay, man, I hit that shit, girl. Don't worry. We'd have some good times. Laura,
I'm in love with
you
you too,
silly.
crazy bitch.
Yeah, we're all in love with crazy
Yes,
bitch.
even you, space cowboy.
Even you, space cowboy.
I'm in love with crazy bitch just because of the name crazy bitch. I don't want a crazy bitch in my life. Fuck that shit.
Alvaro, I have a question for you.
God.
Can I put whipped cream on your
Okay,
nipples and
you
lick it
can.
off?
Alvaro,
Alright, I'll be
Alvaro,
back again. I'll be back. I'll be back again. I'll be back again. I will
is
be
that where
back
your way?
again.
Okay.
Is that was your way of breaking up with me by telling me you don't want a crazy bitch in your life? Damn. Damn.
Hey, Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
Well, hail, hail, hail. The most beautiful man in the world, Sir Patrick in New York. How are you, darling one? By the way, Cleo and Patrick are also managing moderators and have been for quite
Yes.
some time. So don't act like fucking we pulled that out of
don't.
our asses.
Right?
We know who watches in chat. We know.
Cleo and Patrick have been a managing moderator almost from the beginning of the insurrection of the stream, okay? So don't be all, oh, you're trying to reach people so they can fucking not come to your stream. No. And one of the reasons why they actually got managing moderator stream is because they're not vindictive and they don't take out fucking their shit on other people.
Yeah.
They actually follow the fucking rules.
Just remember, Tesh, Laura is a managing mod, and she can fucking time your ass out anytime she chooses.
Yes.
So
You're right, Justin. you couldn't handle Laura, okay?
right?
No way. She will eat you alive.
You know what? I would love for him to hook up with Laura just so fucking Laura could teach him some manners.
Right?
Swing him around. Whee!
Yeah. Come here, my little Indian fucking friend with benefits. Give me that dongle. I'm going to swing you around with one arm and slap you against a wall.
Right? Oh,
Tash, why do you harass women in here? It makes you look desperate, buddy.
All right.
He doesn't care. If he looks desperate. He don't care. He don't care.
He's got long hair, don't care. Oh, shit.
Hey,
Tash is in here. Yes, Patrick. We're not quite sure why. And then Cap just gave him a wrench. I'm not sure why that happened either.
Yeah,
but we'll have a little conversation later in the private room. And I will ask him all about that decision.
Yes.
As you can see, I don't run this stream, okay? Because
look, Tash, you might not have one tomorrow.
Well,
yeah, Tesh, I suggest you mind your manners because I didn't offer up a wrench to you. You know what I mean, big guy?
Well,
no offense, but you're a shit starter.
Well, the reason that I gave Tesh a standard wrench is because he's a pain in the ass and he can be annoying, but he's pretty much, I don't know, and he's pretty much
You're not a woman.
I'm not a woman.
You know what, Space? I can't even figure out if I can do that anymore. It's been so long and I lost my leg since then. I don't know if reverse cowboy's in that whole fucking sector or not.
Sure you could. Do it,
and
girl.
Since I've sworn off weenie for the rest of my life, I'm afraid I only got beans and no fucking hot dogs around, okay?
Space Cowboy
just so you know, Patrick, that was not my decision. Okay, Cap's feeling very fancy free and happy today, so I guess he's handing out wrenches like Willy Wonka's chocolate bars in the factory.
I am.
I noticed.
Anyway, I think Tesh is harmless. I don't think I know he fucks with people, but I don't know. I just think
No,
he's harmless.
not people, women.
Tesh is not harmless. I don't know where you ever got that
Right?
impression. Yeah. But I don't know where you got that from. But live and learn. Live and learn. Not my stream. Not my monkeys. Not my circus.
Right?
Yeah. Although I have known Tesh for, let's see, how long have I known Tesh?
Oh my God! Right?
Well, I
I've
guess
known
what
Tesh for at least 6 years, Tesh. Maybe, yeah, for at least 6 years. I lost my leg 5 years,
Oh.
maybe 5 years, 5 or 6 years. Been a while.
I guess what
River,
I
we
mean
like
is
you guys.
a Tesh will fucking poke people and stir the shit, but I don't think he doxes people and stuff like that. I don't know, but I just
How
I
would
don't
you know
think
all these fuckers got 9,000 fucking fake profiles?
that's true. That's
How the
true,
fuck?
I guess.
I mean, only a dipshit doxes under their real profile. Come on
You're
now.
closer to losing your wrench, Tash.
I think we are. Howdy, folks.
Hey,
Anar.
New River, George, back from your trip. Are you relaxing, darling?
Hi.
Oh, I'm wiped out. I didn't get much sleep last night. You don't
I
sleep
bet.
well sitting in the front seat of a Jeep that only reclines so far because my granddaughter is in the back seat behind me, and I got maybe 2 hours sleep.
Ugh, God. You're gonna
Yeah.
sleep good tonight, big guy. Make sure you eat a
Oh,
nice
yeah.
big dinner so you fucking sleep like 12 hours.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how many I slept already earlier this afternoon. We didn't have much luck out there. They found a couple of those big lizards like what they showed you last night. That wasn't the
Right.
perfect example. So I made them let that one go. And then this morning, the boys, they found a huge Gila monster, but we're not legally allowed to even touch those. So they just left that out there. I
Yeah.
don't know if they got any video. I'll have to ask them. But it's pretty neat. I think I'm on Facebook.
How fun that you take your grandkids to go do that stuff with you. What a
Right?
hands-on learning experience. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my
I think
granddaughter
children
was in there.
actually learn better in a practical situation than in a book reading situation. So, what a gift
Yeah.
that their grandpa takes them out to teach them stuff like that. That's so cool.
She found something out there I'm not too happy about. She found
Uh-oh.
up in the hillside in 4 different locations skulls from coyotes. It
Oh.
looks like somebody's out there going out there with the dog collars or whatever they're calling them and just shooting them up there on the mountainside. They don't even go up there to see if they're alive or dead. They just shoot them.
That's
I don't
fucked
know.
up.
Coyotes can be pests, but I'm not going to go where they live at. Or even the ones that come
No.
around here, I don't mess with them. I leave them water and stuff. They don't bother our chickens or anything. We made a deal with them. We'll share our water if you leave our stuff
Right?
alone, and it seems to be working. So
I hear that. That's
yeah,
much more humane. Not to say if a coyote didn't come down and attack your grandchild, you wouldn't
Yeah.
blow its brains out.
we
But
didn't
if they're not harming you, why you gotta harm them? It's nature, right? Same thing
Yeah.
with snakes and lizards and you know what I mean?
Animals
Everybody
out
are
there.
scared of those things, but they're animals and
Usually
they're
they
not
avoid.
pets.
Yeah.
They live wild.
I've
They're
even
just trying to
softened
survive like us.
up on. We got these range cows that up here, man, they've trashed our trees and stuff real bad. And I go out there, I'm all pissed off when they're near the yard. I run them off, but they got calves with them in too, so we're cool to the calves. I won't chase the mom away and then leave the calves stuck. We just gently scoot them along. But I'll tell you,
Rawr, Patrick.
Find your mama.
Right.
Get going with mama.
Yeah.
You know what though, New River, you're very knowledgeable. I don't think you would let your grandchildren play with something that could possibly kill them. You know what I mean?
No.
Without supervision type thing.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You
That's
know,
why
I
you're a
mean,
biter.
George might pick it up, you might pick it up, whatever, but I don't think you're going to be letting some fucking poisonous shit crawl over your granddaughter. You know what I mean?
You
No,
got kittens,
no, but
Justin?
she'll pick up tarantulas and stuff like that. And if
Yeah,
she
but they can't.
spots a rattlesnake, she'll holler to me. But I don't want her grabbing them and messing with those things. You know.
Well, maybe
So
later
yeah.
after you teach her longer, you know, like I mean,
Oh
like after she's a teenager and stuff and she's
yeah.
got the wits about her. But little kids, yeah, you
Yeah.
can't be all, yeah, pick up that snake,
Yeah.
you know,
I
because
don't
they might
know.
go pick up a snake that will kill them, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
real
everything's a
reluctant to.
gardener snake, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes there's rattlesnakes and black snakes and shit that they don't even know is venomous,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm real reluctant about teaching any of them how to handle, a rattlesnake or something venomous with their fangs and, behind the neck and their fangs extended, because I've seen even some of the best of my buddies get bit when they thought they were doing it right. So that's
Right.
probably what dropped the line. But I can teach them how to catch them with the hooks and drop them in buckets and that stuff. I don't know about my granddaughters though, teaching them how to restrain one for medical reasons or otherwise.
Right. But see, I have mad respect for that because that's real life, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you live in a place where there's plenty of wildlife around you. You live out in a piece of property that has
Yeah.
free range animals on it. And, you
Yeah.
know, you have to protect them you have to teach them
Yeah.
to handle things properly. And maybe
Yeah.
when they're
And we all play the
older
same planet,
and they're like,
so we got to coexist.
yeah, maybe when they're
Yeah.
older, you can
Maybe-
teach them to handle them a little bit more. But, you know, right now, just teaching them to keep their head away from them with the fucking,
Yeah.
what is that grabber thing called for them? Where you grab them on a stick.
Oh yeah. We use
Oh,
hooks.
the
Other
hook
people
thing.
Hooks,
got
yeah,
these
just the hooks.
grabber tongs, so I won't use those because that just pisses them off.
Oh.
Nobody likes to be grabbed.
Well, you just know
Right.
that you're keeping them the furthest distance away
Oh.
from you. So, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I even relocate things for my neighbors. If they'll call me intermittently, we got a rattlesnake down here, and I'll just go down there and throw it in a bucket and take it a couple miles up the road and let it go.
Right? God, I'd
Yeah.
love to have you around here. I live in California. We get rattles all the time. We get rattlers.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've got some of them over there.
Oh no.
Somebody used to ask me to catch them and send them
Oh
to
my.
them in Virginia, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
There's
What
ways
do I
you
look?
can,
What do
but
I look like? The
it's
Silk
not right.
Road? Come on now.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not going to catch a snake anyways, okay? I'll leave it to the New River trolls, all right?
Yeah.
Shanny doesn't catch snakes unless they're trouser snakes, and I don't want any of those right now either.
Ah.
Most of the ones we see, a lot of times I just look at them and we just let them go about their business.
Right?
Yeah.
They don't want to be near you just as much as you don't want them near you. You know what I mean? They just want to go.
Yeah.
Well,
About their
NRT's right.
business.
Most, wild animals are more scared of you than
Yeah.
you are of them, and they're reacting out of
Yeah.
fear. So if you just let them mind their own business and walk away slowly, they'll leave you alone. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Except for
ones
maybe
I've
pack
noticed that I
animals,
have to
like
be
you were
really,
saying, like coyotes and wolves, then they'll hunt you.
Oh no.
Yeah. The only thing I have to be worried about, which through experience, is an occasional mountain lion you'll bump into at night, because they will flat stalk you and sneak up on you. Yeah.
Right.
But other than that, everything else, I've never encountered a bear. We've got a bear in Arizona, but everything else I've bumped into, we pretty much got. Yeah.
Justin T, I also feed stray cats here. There's a bunch of strays out here that, they're the neighbor's cat, but they don't really
Damn
take
it,
care
Justin,
of them.
don't tell me shit like that, okay? Because I fall in love with men that are big men with a big soft heart, okay? Something appeals to me about a big ass fucking dude fucking snuggling a little puppy or a kitty that he found somewhere, okay? That's like instant fucking,
Goo.
Spanish fly for me. All right?
I turned into the goo. It's like,
Instant gratification.
I told you I'm off the male genre. Okay, we're not doing that now. I've decided to be only a person that is asexual and has one of those lavender relationships with Linda. That's the only way it's gonna get accomplished.
We're just gonna
Okay?
hang out. We'll have
We're
clean
just gonna hang
house.
out. We're gonna
We'll
smoke
have
weed.
good food and smoke
We'll
weed.
have great food. We'll buy shit from auctions. You know,
Yes.
Right?
it's all good. When we sleep if we sleep in the same bed, we won't have to worry about somebody's fucking lunch meat falling out in between our ass cracks. You know, it'll be good.
Oh Jesus. Tesh said my Cobra likes thongs.
You know, grossy.
Your Cobra likes strippers because only strippers wear thongs.
Yeah.
Welcome to 2025.
I had met this woman on AOL, and she was on her way to see me, and
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Hang on, we have a
her
child.
bag went through security, and she forgot to take the batteries out of her sex toys, and it picked it up, and they made her open up her suitcase there in front of everybody, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
When she told me about it, I laughed like hell.
Remember that old scene in that movie Fight Club where there's two guys talking about the dildo in the suitcase. Sometimes they find the dildo.
Yeah.
Remember that, George? Animal again on PlayStation.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't either, Justin. I can't see to stand any kind of hungry animal at all.
We don't have any stray kitties.
The ones that are here really aren't stray. They just the neighbor doesn't take care of them like he should. Like they're all like when you pet them, you can feel where all the fleas are biting them.
Oh, no.
No, we don't have anything like that out here. I don't have a lot of stray cats.
No. Yeah, we don't have any the last 2 years ever since the one across the way isn't there.
And then the females that were the strays, if she could catch them in her cat traps, she'd take them into the vet, get them spayed, or the males neutered.
Yeah.
Let them go. And then,
well, if you don't get the males fixed either with cats, they fight each other and they're always sick.
Two of the cats my mom took care of, they were like 24 years or something. They were two brothers, two orange guys. And she'd gotten them fixed and everything. But she found one of them passed away in the bushes that surrounded her home. And then the next day, the other one passed. It's like the two brothers. They couldn't go.
Animals,
one couldn't do without the other.
Yeah, animals mourn.
Well, Patrick, maybe Hitesh likes that whale tail in between his butthole. You know what I mean? Maybe he's hiding them from the girls because he's really. Hitesh, do you wear a banana hammock thong? You seem to be obsessed with it.
Right? Because that's not in anymore. Okay.
Can we donate to getting you a tramp stamp, sir? I want you to put Cobal as your tramp stamp right on your butt there.
Right above mine, I want to get a Highway to Hell stamp.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Only if you put a highway that goes right directly to your butt. Exactly, caca. Or you could put that, the Hershey Highway is heaven.
The Hershey Highway is heaven.
I am thankful to take care of them. Damn it, Justin, stop saying fucking cute things, damn it.
Right.
Sit down and shut your cute mouth with those cute, loving things that you say, okay? I am on a strict no weenie diet for the rest of my life. Okay? Damn. I'm just ready to fucking die. I don't want any hope. Okay? Don't give me hope that men are fucking awesome. I tell Cap that all the time too. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Be rude. That's the only way I
Be
can deal
rude.
with you. Be talking about how you cuddle animals and shit. I don't want to hear about it. Nothing more beautiful than a big fucking guy fucking snuggling a kitten. Oh my God! Don't do that to me. Be like New River. Talk about snakes. I don't want to see anybody snuggling snakes. Okay? I just appreciate New River. I'm not thinking about what's under his thong.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just being silly. I'm just a big old silly Billy.
Yeah.
Besides, New River Troll's married, so I don't go there with married people.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And I don't either. I joke with some ladies, but I don't seriously flirt or drop a bunch
Exactly, New River. I joke around with these guys too, but they all know I'm not rubbing their balls or sucking at their chodes, okay? They all know that.
Yeah.
And if they don't, the hint would be that I don't talk to them like that. So I only fuck around and chat because it's funny. It is funny. And we had very serious conversations tonight, y'all, about death and shit. It's time to fucking laugh. Holy crap.
Right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, that was heavy. Well, it was heavy for me, maybe not you guys, but like I had to really tap into my strength to talk about that shit without crying and acting like a weirdo everywhere.
Too much. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there's some things that, publicly I don't want to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
I will
get
to
it.
some degree, but like I don't want to get all over emotional on here so somebody can clip me crying
Oh my
about
God,
fucking my
please.
medical shit.
Nope.
I'd rather talk
Cool.
about my stuff with my friends than a shrink any day. I never could
Yep.
open up to those guys because they got this. Now they got some rules that say if you say the wrong thing, we might have to report you or whatever.
You're
Dude,
right.
I just don't trust them. But that's me. I lock up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too. My backstage friends are my therapists. They give me the best advice. Like, Dixie, Glinda, Cap, Lady G,
Yeah.
Patrick,
Yeah.
because
my
I share more of my life with them than I do with the internet. And yes, there's some things that I have to be transparent about. If somebody brings it up, I will address it. But it doesn't mean I like to live in it and talk about it. It opens me up to attack. And if
it's
they
cushion.
know that it hurts me in some way, they will use it over and over again.
Yeah. It's cushion.
So I'm with you though, New River. I only really speak that way to people that I trust intimately. So
Yeah.
and I find it better than therapy. I did go to grief therapy for quite some time. I just recently stopped that. But it's not something I want to discuss on the internet. I would rather laugh with you guys and talk about snakes and
Other silly stuff.
who pooped on the sidewalk when they were 17, things like that.
Space Cowboy said, Shannon, can I have your bionic leg? I will put it on in a place of great prominence in my house, like over the fireplace.
I tell you what, Space Cowboy, if I end up passing away, I will leave a list of a person or a couple people who can have one of my legs. I'm going to send one to Gotti. I'll send one to you. And then, I don't know. The third slot's available for the next person who asks
I
me
want
for one of my
the.
legs.
You said you have an ACDC one. I want that one. I'll put that sucker. I will put it in my record room.
I have a skull one. I've got a Mickey Mouse one, and I've got an ACDC one.
My uncle, before he passed, he had some of those amputations on a lot of his toes and stuff. He was saying if they ever got him above the ankle, he was going to get him a chicken leg prosthetic to walk around in.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
Oh no.
My Uncle Dan.
I know. I miss Cozy too, Justin.
Fucking I miss him too. I don't know where the fuck
I
he
do
is.
too. I miss Cozy, and
I've put my ear to the panel, and I've set out SOS warnings, and he is not talking to any of us. And I haven't seen Elizabeth Rickard either.
Me either. I haven't seen Coatsy go live. I'm subscribed to him. He hasn't gone live.
I know.
No.
I even
I
left
don't
him
know
a
if any of
message,
you
I think,
guys
on one of his lives.
knew
Well, I
him,
hope
but the
he's
person I
living
haven't
his
seen in
best
a while
life and not nothing weird.
is Dr.
No.
Chillax or Munches Snatch. You guys remember him?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
I don't know how well you guys knew him. I used to have a blast messing with him too. I haven't heard from him in God knows how long.
Oh my God, it's been 2 years for me.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years, and I got blasted over at fucking Jimbo's about Munch a Snack from Twit.
Oh yeah.
And he got all up in
remember
my
a little
face.
bit
The
about
weird
that.
thing about Twit is this, okay? The weird thing about Twit is I've always been kind to Twit, always. When I got out of the hospital, like Twit was just recovering from a double lung transplant.
So, yeah, the
And
transplant.
when I got out of the hospital and I was very ill, I didn't have quite the luxury he did by taking certain time off. People kept on like, please open your stream. We want to talk and we got to, da 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 da. So my only contention or my only asking was that when they came to my stream, that they didn't mention JC's stream or anybody in JC's stream, because JC was watching the channel, and every time her name was mentioned, she would take that opportunity to talk mad shit with all her friends over there. And I was too ill to deal with the drama. So I just asked people, look, I don't care where you go or what you do. Just don't bring anything for JC's over here. Don't talk about JC over here. And I'm not talking about her over there because I am sick. Well, Muncha is a troll. And Muncha kept doing it over and over again. And
Yeah.
then I asked him, I asked everybody politely. I'm like, look, I just need some rest. I can't be doing this. Please just do not mention her stuff on the stream because people don't see what goes on behind the scenes like I do. He got super pissed about that. And when he came on the channel the other day, he acted like I fucking killed his baby because I didn't want any cross streaming between myself and JC after just getting out of the hospital, because I wasn't quite well enough yet to handle the stress that comes with being trolled. And I was putting the stream up for them to talk. It wasn't to engage other people. But Twit acts like I fucking did something to him, and it's weird as shit. Look, if I can't preserve my own health by doing a favor for other people and providing a stream for other people to talk on, and just politely asking at first for them not to do it, and they keep on doing it over and over again to the point where I have to just block them because they're talking about her. And then she goes back to her stream and they fucking start talking about us, and it's a war the whole time. But apparently I'm the fucking cunt of the universe for asking that of anybody. But I thought he, of all people, who had a double lung transplant and had to fucking leave the internet for a little while till he got well, would understand. But I guess that makes me a gigantic cunt for some reason. Don't ask me how that works. But I never said
I
anything
know.
bad about Twit. I had engaged Munch a Snatch because he wouldn't stop.
Yeah. I didn't have any knowledge about that, but yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
And then Stormy still came for a million months after that. Now she's trying to say she never came. And like, there's other people here that know she was here way after that.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, I didn't know you until after that. She was in the chat when I was there, so
I know.
Yeah.
Which I'm not trying to call her a liar, but she definitely was there for many months. And I respected and I cared for her, and I never said anything ugly about her or Twit ever. Never even addressed them once, but to say they were my friends. So did I understand that? No, I didn't understand that.
I want the best for them, you guys, and everybody.
Me too. Me too. But there's a whole set of people that pretend they're sheep and they're really fucking wolves, and they're really wolves in sheep clothing, and they create these streams that are offline or or these rooms or whatever else. And they plot because they want people in their room. So who knows what he's been told since then. But I don't force anybody to come to my stream. And I certainly didn't run after Twit to find him. I actually assumed that he was struggling with his health to some degree. And I didn't want to press him to have to come back because I know how stressful this situation could be. But I had no idea that he had a fucking vendetta against me. But hey, chalk it up to another one. Who cares? I never did anything to Stormy or Twit. In fact, I loved Stormy. I really thought she was my friend. And I used to hang out and I used to comment on all her stuff. And then one day she just stopped coming. And I don't know what happened with that either. But I have people that clone me. And I have people that go into these places and start shit. And people believe what they want to believe in order to fit in. And I wasn't going to Las Vegas or any of those places anymore where they hang out in a general situation. So I have no idea what was said to them. They never spoke to me after that. So nothing to correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
don't know anything about any of that stuff. I'm not privy to any private discords or get invited to
me
any
either.
of those things.
Me either.
I found myself in one once accidentally, and I didn't like it. I got tossed, and that was enough for me. But
Well, Janny asked me to join his Discord, and I did it one time. And like within the first few days, they were pulling in people that are my horror cow was in there pulling in fucking people that they knew I would fight with because I was in controversy. So I left that channel. And then one time, Ziggy asked me to come to Discord, which I've gotten rid of my account, but I still had one for some reason. I think I got rid of my account. I don't know. To be friends with his girlfriend because she was struggling so hard, losing friends in her community, standing up for Ziggy and her relationship with Ziggy. So I did him that favor and I went there and it was only her back there. Ziggy didn't show up. And she told me how completely inappropriate I was for going over to her channel, which I was begged to go to, and that she didn't want anything to do with me. And I'm like, okay, sorry, bye. And I left. So people are weird. They do weird shit, And it's okay. Because I don't hinge my life upon other people's lives. And I don't really care what people think about me. The most important person in my life that worries about me is only me. That's it. And as long as I'm good with me, it really doesn't matter what anybody else says. It really doesn't. People believe what they want.
yeah, I
And
used
they
to
want
get
friends.
all mad stuff in the beginning. When I first started messing around with these YouTube chats and stuff, and now I don't even care anymore. It's not that
Right? It
big a deal.
desensitizes you. Yeah, you're just like,
Yeah,
well, fuck it. They're obviously not
yeah,
my friends, and it's okay. We keep it moving.
yeah. And I've come, as you get older. I mean, for me, I realized I can be better than I've been. So that's what I've been working on. I'm not perfect. Like I said earlier, I'm a work in progress. Yeah,
We all are, honey.
yeah.
So are you, Justin. You are fucking beautifully awesome on the inside. All of you are in here. I am so honored to know each and every one of you. I hope you know that. And I can't say that enough. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm in some bad shape right now, but I don't want to leave this platform or get to the point where I can't be on it anymore without all of you understanding how much I love and appreciate each one of you as my friends. And if there comes a time where I can't be here anymore, just know that I will always appreciate everything that you ever done for me, showing up to my chats, giving me support, giving me love. And if I don't say that enough to you guys, I'm truly sorry because you all deserve those accolades. You all do. This isn't about me or Cap or Glenda. It's about all of us. What we give back to the world and how we handle ourselves.
Yeah.
And I have
Where else are we
respect.
going to get this kind of camaraderie, whether we agree or not?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
I will
Yep.
always respect and care for each one of you, even if you think that we're in a horrible, torrid fight. You can always rely on me to be there for you if you need me to be. I have a problem with Nikki. Nikki is a problem for me because I see what she does everywhere and it is bullshittery. And like if she was
Patrick.
coming naked and trying to really connect, that'd be one thing. But she's not. She's trying to piss in Bounty's fucking tea and use Cap to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm not interested in fighting with Bounty or anybody over there. I'm not even interested in fighting with her. You know, I know that's how they do things.
Fighting with anybody anymore.
No. I know that's how they do things over there to get people interested, but
Yeah.
that is not my bag, and that's not what I'm trying to do with people. I just don't want to. It's not that I can't. Shit, are you kidding me? I got a mouth like fucking a trucker and a fucking mind like a fucking razor, all right? So I choose not to. I don't want to spend the end of my life, you know, fighting with people on the internet that I really don't have any ill feelings for. I just don't like their behavior when they get upset and the things they do to innocent people, like children and people's families and the doxing of their homes. I don't like that. And I don't want to support anybody doing that. Doesn't mean I hate you. It just means that I don't want to make that a cult of personality here because now everybody thinks it's so fucking cool to have these discords or these backstages and fucking attack people in groups, and it sucks because people get hurt by that shit. Innocent people.
Right?
Yeah. And I don't want that to be YouTube for everybody. You know? Peace.
I want people to be able to get along with each other. I know that's not going to happen on here. I know people I know people
Mostly
drum
you,
up a lot.
Patrick.
Most people, a lot of people drum up a lot of shit for drama
They do.
to get people in their chats, and I will never be that way.
The
I will
weird thing
not.
is that's what they want out of me. When I'm my real self on here and I'm connecting people and I'm all peace and love and I enjoy you guys, they hate that. They want upset, frothing at the mouth, cursing fucking Shannon so they can go, see,
See how
but
they
nobody
are?
sees what the hell they've done for months that led up to me even getting there. Years
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's where all of our biggest hits come from, is where I'm running my fucking mouth, screaming on top of my lungs. They're never here for the peaceful chats, for the chats where we're deterring people from hurting people. None of that. They never come and fucking say, you're so right, Shannon. No, it's only when I'm fucking seething at the fucking mouth and fucking saying funny shit that they can use on their fucking streams and act like they came up with it. That's it. Ask Cap, we did 2 streams yesterday, and they were bigger than most of his streams, and there was 2 of them. Okay? And you know why that is? Because we were
Nobody
fighting
wears
with people.
All right.
Except Nikki. I mean,
And I'll be honest with you, tonight's stream is just as big as the other 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Dang.
surprised.
How long have we been up?
Almost 3 hours.
Not many.
The view time, the average view duration isn't as high, but the likes, I got 34 likes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, thank you for the likes, everybody.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. And everybody that likes and forwards this to your friends, just know that we are in humble appreciation. And if it's not because, you know, we want a big stream, it's because the more people that stand up for what's right and the more people that see the truth, the better it is for everyone here. Okay? Everyone here.
And I also got 10 subscribers.
10?
10, yeah.
Well, holy shit.
All right.
For this stream?
Yep.
Holy fucktards anonymous. What the fuck do I know?
We don't. We don't know.
Crazy sauce.
Crazy sauce. Oh.
What's big in Japan? Space. I mean, I am not a. What did he say? I am not a.
His Space Cowboy said all of his alt subbed.
You got any beer left?
Yeah.
I mean, I am not a. What is that word? I can't see it, and it doesn't look familiar. Wig
Wig snatcher.
snatcher? A wig
Wig.
snatcher?
There's
Yeah.
only one person that wears a
Well,
wig
not
here.
intentionally.
And she's not here
I have
tonight.
worn a halo before, but never a wig. And trying to snatch that out of your head is gonna hurt. You know what I mean?
Here.
But here, I'll give you my wig. Actually, I don't even know where it
Space
is.
Cowboy said a piece of advice, gentlemen. Don't ever mess with a ebony woman's hair. Ever.
Oh shit, yeah, no, don't even caress it. Okay, they will not like you. You don't touch
He
the
said
hair.
He said, I am serious. I recently found this out by pulling it during a bedroom WrestleMania. He said, I mean, I am not a wig snatcher. Well, not intentionally. I am big in my hand, Captain. Then he said, I meant big in Japan.
Ah.
Wow.
Ha!
You're so funny, Space Cowboy.
Okay, so Space Cowboy likes the chocolate pieces. I got you, Space.
We get
I
it.
see you. I
We
see
get
you.
it.
And my inhalers.
Oh, damn.
I don't discriminate. I love gorgeous men of all colors, all shapes, and all sizes. But I am
Patrick,
also a sapiosexual. You have to be smart to keep me attracted. If not, I can't just look at your man titties and be satisfied, okay? And if you got a weird fucking voice and you say stupid things, it turns my pretty kitty into fucking a no-go zone, okay? All right.
Patrick said, I only watch Cap and Shannon in my underwear. I'm not sure why.
Ooh.
Well,
Rawr, Patrick. Rawr.
Look,
Patrick, you got more clothes on than I do most of the time when I'm streaming.
Me too.
Not me. I am clothed from head to toe all the time. I have a sweatshirt on with a shirt under that and a t-shirt under that, and I have fucking goddamn. I have long johns under my pants, and I got socks on, and I got a beanie on. Although I turned on my camera the other night and I didn't have a beanie on because I was hot. It's warming up here.
Yeah, it's good.
What does this say?
I eat sushi. I eat tuna fish. I eat me some chicken licking, and I will eat a Cornish meat pie.
Oh, goodness.
Dang.
Dang.
Well, I throw up everything I eat, so I'm not going to try eating any of those things, okay?
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, before I met you guys, I was live streaming one time, and Murphy turned my fucking camera on, and I was nude. Man, I was quick to get that motherfucker off.
Oh, no.
Blame it on Murph.
Little Captain the Third wanted to say hello to all of everybody.
All right.
Murphy's like, yo, Dick, you want to get on camera? And your Dick said,
Right.
yeah. And you turn that shit on. Yeah, buddy.
I do.
Rock
Let's
out
get
with your
it.
cock out. Let's do this.
I saw a meme earlier, and it was a roller coaster shaped like a chicken, and the sign said, "Ride the cock."
Wow.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Hey, my dinner's almost done and I need to eat for like that whole diabetic thing.
Yes.
So I gotta
I
go for a little while.
I had planned on shutting this down in like a minute and a half anyway, because that will make the
Okay.
3 hours.
All right, well, I'll wait a minute and a half. I'm not shoving off that fast,
Yeah.
but I have
Damn.
to.
Thanks for having
I
us.
so
Oh,
enjoyed
no
everybody
problem.
tonight. I
Me too.
so
Bye
enjoyed
bye.
everybody tonight. Thank you for coming out and just being
Yeah.
really decent people and great friends. And I don't think I tell you
Hey,
guys that enough because I think all three of us, me, Glinda, and Cap, appreciate all of you. You are more than just chatters to us. You are friends. So thank you for always coming out and watching us and being concerned about us and know that we share the same sentiment with you. Even those of you that are lurking and hating.
That's
Nobody
okay.
here wants anything bad to happen to anybody.
Look,
No.
that
Ever.
we
truly
love you
means
guys too.
yeah.
Love
Bye,
you too. Thanks
Justin,
for having
Lady
us.
G,
We
Space,
enjoyed
Bye,
it. Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Alvaro,
Hey, New
And
River, please
New
take care of
River,
yourself, okay? You're precious
George.
fucking in this world, all right? Take care of
Thank
yourself.
you, Glenn. So are you.
and
Likewise for
Make
you
sure
too,
that
Shannon.
Lady G.
make sure you're, resting, okay? Because I know what you're going through. And you know I have much love and it's just the beginning, but make sure you rest, okay?
I'll
Love
get my rest.
y'all.
I guess.